Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Megan Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network and another episode of Sibling Showdown. Of course, tonight I am joined by my brother, and we are going to get into the pug streets. I did just write an article about fade, so we could talk about that a little bit too. All the other what's going on in the best ball landscape, because I know Underdog's dropping a contest and people have kind of figured it out based on rankings they've added, Steve. So, Steve, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Been, just ripping drafts. They have a lot out there now, which is fun. And, excited to see what this, next thing is going to be.
Well, did you see people in our Discord figured it out? So,
yeah, I did.
Yeah. So it sounds like PPR competing with the DraftKings thing, which is really interesting to me, though. I hope Underdog just stays half point PPR. And this is like special little things. Of course, I like the half PPR scoring. But Steve, what else? Because I wanted to retweet this and tweet that we're live. Talk about anything else that you got going on in the best ball landscape, best ball streets. This is the calm before the storm, before training camps start in less than 2 weeks. So calm before the storm. We do have rankings updated, though I need to finish mine. Steve's rankings are all updated on our Substack. Link in the description for our Substack, 20% off, less than $28 a year. It's honestly too cheap in my opinion, but if you want it, it's there. Rankings from Steve are updated. I will have mine done by tonight. But Steve, talk about anything fun, my smooth transition, as I tweet that we are indeed live.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, not much news right now. And, I think we will start to see some of these signings occur. I've been saying this for a while, but it's got to. I mean, training camp is now right around the corner. One of the bigger news pieces was Alvin Kamara, agreeing to a new contract. And I think it is, solid money. He didn't take this isn't Devin Singletary where he's making now league minimum. He took a pay cut, but it's still very well guaranteed. And I think that just locks him in as the number two. The idea that it's going to be Kendre Miller or one of these other guys, I think is just, not valid. So I think where he's going now, he goes about 25, 30 spots below guys like, Tyron Tracy, Woody Marks, and he's got the same profile. And he's actually done it in the league. So I think right now he's just a screaming value. And I'm sure he'll start to go up some, particularly when we get camp reports and when it's abundantly clear he's the number two back. But I think it's just been more and more signal. We got it about a month ago when it was kind of announced he wasn't retiring. And now with this, that just kind of locks it all in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know we were kind of talking about that in Discord too. And again, while I'm doing a little housekeeping, hit that like button if you're coming in. Make sure you're subscribed to the Fanspeak Network. Best ball shows every single weekday and YouTube member shows on Sundays. Link in the description for that as well. But link in the description for our free Discord. I mean, a lot of good chatter, a lot of good combos. We've been sharing exposures this week, which is really fun. Just a lot of good stuff in there too. So link in the description for Discord, for YouTube membership, for Substack. Lots of ways you can support the channel, support us. And Substack is a really good way to do it because it kind of marries together everything that we're talking about here. It's got all our rankings. It's got 2 to 3 articles a week. I just did a fades article. We'll get to that in a minute. And then it's not just for basketball season. It is your Degen football space all 365 days a year for, of course, best ball, DFS, Underdog Dailies, and NFL Bets. So that's the housekeeping. Anything? Oh, Steve, I see you're drinking a bourbon. Guess who else brought one?
Oh, boy.
Should we do a cheers? What should we cheers to?
I guess pugs, since that's what we're drafting.
Let's cheers to taking down the pug. So Phew, that first sip always goes hard. Let me say hi to the chat, and then I want to hear what you're drinking. We've got Who Hames, of course. Good to see you. I was on with him. Was it yesterday? It's all blurring together. But I was on with Who Hames. That was fun. We've got, of course, Money Ain't a Thing. Boom, indeed. Big chug for Steve tonight. Do you want to give another big chug for Mike for saying that?
I'm gonna pace myself this trip.
Okay, yeah. We got that in here. Hashtag quarterbacks matter. Absolutely. Thank you, JT. Good to see our guy JT and Steven. Good to see Steven too, or JT saying hi to both of us. Our guy W for Omega. Good to see you. Hallie, Substack sub, and of course, YouTube member. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Last call on the free agent wide receivers retreat. Absolutely, Drew. Good to see you as well. Thank you. Appreciate that, W for Omega. We put a lot of effort into it, so it's always nice to hear. But a big appreciation. Hartman with the siblings emoji. One of the many benefits of the Fanspeak YouTube memberships, of course, not just that, but team reviews, team contests, and extra shows a week on Sunday. We've got Edge, we've got Chiato in here. You know what my answer is to this, my friend. It's Scatabo. It's always Scatabo. Yeah, when we say neat or rocks, it's always on a shit ton of rocks for me. I gave Rudy a bully stick thinking that would calm him down. He has kicked it under the thing, so I'm to go crawl for that in a minute. But let me finish getting to the chat. The bourbon and ice, absolutely. We should make that. Steve, that's another emoji I could add. I need to add more emojis. There we go. It's gonna be a good show. Exactly. Both of us are drinking bourbon. Cheers to drafting another team of Scatabo and Rogers. Absolutely fair. Good to see you, Huckleberry. Good evening to you. I do have the ice molds, and I do love the giant cubes. I was just too lazy tonight because I do not know when the last time I'd refreshed the ice mold. So I was like, I don't know. I was being bougie or picky or something. Shocker, right? In honor of the Ravens' new OC, which Steve just wrote about the new play callers. Those are two recent articles that I just shared on Twitter today, which, by the way, Steve, if you don't mind retweeting that, but also retweeting that we are live, I would appreciate it. Steve, did you like the change to the Commanders pick?
I did. I saw it right before I jumped on Who, and I was going to message you later. So I think you did a great job. He's creating all these graphics that he's shown me some before.
Okay.
And he just did a Commanders. He did a Commanders one, and he told me he'd send it to you, but you're now a Giants fan, so
I'd say Steelers fan at this point.
Yeah,
Steve, I've been looking up training camps. There are a lot are, really going while we're away at the beach. We still have, and peek behind the curtain, we still have family in Western PA. I really want to go to Steelers training camp. We'll talk about that later.
So you should send Meg the Steelers and Giants one. She's the one.
I'll totally weigh in. Okay, I got to talk about something fun. I got to get the bully stick for Rudy, and then we're going to cheers again and talk about fades.
Yeah, and something fun. We'll go with bourbon. I have ice molds, but I forgot to refill them, so I had to use regular ice. So that was my bad. Need to do that more. Be more on the ball with that. But I think this pug is we're about to get into is I think another one of Underdog's best contests. I'm glad they've kept it as is.
Yeah.
Very reasonable price point, reasonable max entry, great top prize, great payout structure, great advance rate. So.
Steve, why can't Rudy be normal and just eat the goddamn bully stick? He is throwing it around the room. I was like, because one time I had bully sticks and it worked. Like he was just like really good for a show. And tonight he's throwing it in the air. He's kicking it to every corner of the room. Yeah. So what do you two think of the full PPR on the rankings page? I probably won't do it again. I love Underdog. But I totally get why they're doing it and good for them and think that's awesome. I've said this over and over. That's why I hope they bring back, because I didn't have, a lot in the kitty to rip as many marathons as I wanted to. I think I did like 25 or 30. I am hoping they do a marathon too. I'll do some on drafters. I've already done some on drafters. I have my drafters rankings up in our Substack, of course. I love half point PPR, Steve. How about you? I just love touchdown hunting. Where do you stand? Even when we get to the NFL bets, I love those ATDs. Where do you stand on do you love one scoring system more than the other?
I actually have grown to like half point better. I think I think obviously not the same as Superflex, but it is, running backs have a lot of power and value. And I think the difference between managed and best ball is I just don't think zero running back in general works near as well in best ball as it does in managed. Managed, you can literally manage who you're picking up and when you're picking them up. So having a 2-week window here, 3-week window here for a guy, that can totally work. In best ball, that's fine if it's your 17th and 18th round picks, but if you're spending a 10th rounder on a guy who only hits 2 weeks, that's not great. And or even a 15th rounder. So I just think that it prioritizes running backs, and right now with where the NFL is going, that's a good thing. So I kind of like half point more, but I will play full point PPR. I'm guessing since it's coming out tomorrow, I'm guessing it's the Frenchie Friday tomorrow. Is going to be full point PPR.
Steve,
so
saying,
I think that's fine.
Okay, Thad's obviously a full point PPR guy. Cooler's saying, agreeing with you. Vito Tracy in here. We're never going to take the Toxic Tower shtick, or not shtick. That's their brand. That's their thing. Love it. Good to see you, TD Mufasa. JT says, Steven, who trashed me for taking Tank as a handcuff RB5 for Saquon? Your thoughts? And then I will get to this question. Good to see you, Crispy. I'm going to be pulling up an article I wrote. Steve and I are going to quickly talk. So just to give a timeline for people, we will be getting into a pug draft in about, don't have a watch on, 10 minutes. But in a minute or two, I'm going to pull over my article. We're going to talk about fades. And I have a specific Jaguars one I'll mention. You might be talking about receivers. I'm talking about somebody else. But we will get into that in just a minute. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think it depends on the build. Like if you feel really confident about the other 3 running backs and you're taking Bigsby as, the handcuff, but also I look at it as an insurance policy, I don't mind it. If like the rest of it, if it was like a hero RB and the rest of the running backs are kind of, risky, then you might need that 5th running back to hit that 2 weeks that I just mentioned. And Tank isn't going to do that unless Saquon goes down. So I think it depends on the build. I do it sometimes when I feel really confident about my, Saquon and my other 3 backs. And then it's just like I have insurance policy in a team that I think is going to run the hell out of the ball.
Yeah. Let me actually put a link to our Substack in the chat pinned. So talk about something else fun for just one more minute. And then, or maybe you can start talking.
He says it was Saquon, Henry, Jacobs, Scatterboot. Yeah. Like that's a hyper fragile build, and what you did instead was took insurance, and I'm actually okay with that. Like Bigsby's moved up a little bit more than others, but it's like same if you took James Cook and Ray Davis. Now I think it depends, like were the receivers good enough, did you need to throw extra receivers on it, that kind of thing. But I don't mind. Like I know hyper fragile can work, but it's one of those, like I don't want to, the teams like where Saquon misses 5 weeks next year, and a lot of hyper fragile teams could be dead because of that. But he comes back. But in your team, you have Tank Bigsby, and your team's live and cooking, and you have a low-owned Saquon into the finals.
Zero, good to see you. Are you trying to trigger me? He says Tracy in the slot, Scat as a fullback. I guess with the neighbors stuff, you never know. But we know that Scatabo is great catching out of the backfield as well. Slipping the Dipperino. Yeah, the thing with neighbors is he could fall more, and so that's why I'm being careful. I have pinned this, not only is the link in the description, pinned in the chat, 20% off, less than $28, not a month, a year, for, again, Best Ball DFS, Underdog Dailies, NFL Bets. Steve's updated rankings are all currently updated. Mine will be updated later tonight. And that's that. Steve, good to see you. Zero and everybody else that jumped in. Crispy asked, what Jaguars are you fading? Let me segue over and bring over the article I wrote yesterday. That'll just be, like I said, a quick 5 to 10 minute discussion, Steve. And then you're not going to like the picture I have, but deal with it. But I have some stats. I have some stats to back it up. So, and then we will be getting into a pug in, we'll say 5 to 10 minutes. I know I keep changing, but we really are going to be drafting soon, I promise. Okay, so I have 5 big fades, and these are fades in the top 8 rounds, essentially. So big ones, not like, whatever. There are other guys I'm fading or going to be like under 2-3% on. But that's basically, it's like, I have Mahomes like 1.5%. It's when you made me take him. So my biggest fades are Patrick Mahomes, Devon Achane, who you tried to make me take in like a $75 draft, and I threw a freaking fit. Bhayshul Tuten, that's my biggest Jaguar fade, but we can talk about other Jaguar fade. Rashee Rice, that's very controversial in this space, and Trey McBride. I lay it all out. Why? For Mahomes, Steve, he has had now his prior 3 years. So in, let's see, seasons 23, 24, 25, he only had between 22 and 27 passing touchdowns. 3 years prior, it was in like the 30s and 40s, right? So his passing touchdowns have gone down, but he's made up for big time in the rushing game. Last year, Mahomes had 422 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. I'm not saying he's going to be a total zero, like a Goff in the rushing department, but I think it's not going to be much. And so the way I'm handling the Chiefs is I'm just drafting the shit out of Kenneth Walker. And I have a ton of Kenneth Walker. And then Rashee Rice, it's more than just he's a scumbag. But, it's also like he got there very much on like touchdown, and those can regress, and especially when you're touchdown hunting. And now some touchdowns could go to a very explosive running back like Kenneth Walker. Those are my Chiefs fades. And then Achane, that's pretty simple, very fragile environment. Lost Mike McDaniel as a play caller, and then enter a rushing quarterback. Tuten, this is, very against the best ball cabal, but it's a split backfield. People are not think he's going to run away with like some major role. PPR Tyler did a film breakdown. You've always, from a scouting perspective, said he's a one-trick pony. It's speed, and no vision, no contact balance, nothing else. It's speed, and that's it. And that showed up on tape when PPR Tyler did the film breakdown. I think he's just going to be like literally a change of pace, like, very split work field back and way too high. And Trey McBride, it's all a matter of the team he plays for. They drafted Love 3rd overall. The team he plays for, it could be Carson back in the money weeks. So those are my 5 biggest fades. I know you probably don't agree on Mahomes, but tell me your thoughts and then tell me your biggest fades, and then we can jump into a draft.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I understand where I do think the Mahomes thing is, I think his passing, like for him to work, obviously his passing numbers have to go up. And I think they will, just because a combo of Eric Bieniemy being back, the defense being much worse. Like they're not going to win games 20 to 7 or 20 to 17 even. They're going to have to score touchdowns. And I do think Walker helps in that. But I think he's just going to have to throw more. So I think he could be, somewhere between Goff and Stafford last year. And Dak's in the same department. Dak only runs about 200 yards a year. And, Mahomes won't have 0, but I agree. He'll probably be 150-ish. So it's like,
and probably not rushing touchdowns, either.
Yeah. No, I think rushing touchdowns are probably 1 if you're lucky. But I do think his passing touchdowns will probably be in the low to mid 30s at kind of at worst.
You're going to need that to pay off the current ADP, basically.
Yeah. So I think his ADP is a little rich, just because I think you can get a similar profile on Stafford and Goff, a round or 2 later. So that I knock it a little bit on price because I don't think he's got like top 3 upside this year. But could he be quarterback 6? He goes as like quarterback 9, 10? Yeah. As for the other ones,
go ahead.
The only other one I'd kind of push back on is Achane. Not that I agree, like some of the backs behind him, like, and I actually moved him behind in some formats, Henry and Chase Brown, because I think they're just in far better offenses.
Them for me, yeah.
But I still think he's a clear tier break, like him or Breece Hall. I mean, come on, what are we even doing here? Like, he's just so much better than Breece Hall. And as much as I love Scatterboo, it's like all these other guys on sub.
I'm just not taking either of them. I'm not taking Breece Hall much. I'm not taking.
Yeah, no, I get that, but it's like those other running backs. Like, could Kyron outscore him? Sure, but I think there's just as good of a chance that he outscores Kyron. Could Travis Achane outscore Devon Achane? Yes, but it could go either way. So I just think he's at the back end of that running back tier.
Okay, why don't we have the Tuten conversation, because Cooler's talking about it, and that's a big one, right? Obviously, 300 vacated touches, right? But that's my problem. So he's saying that's the Tuten pushback. He thinks C-Rod sucks, and they're kind of some going back and forth into like what was invested and that kind of stuff. So here's the thing. Yeah. And to Zero's point, it's where you also get C-Rod and where you're taking Tuten. But Chris Rodriguez, I have the Fanspeak basketball guide pulled up. Shout out, obviously. Well, actually I can change pretty quickly. But obviously Chris Rodriguez last year in a very split backfield, on 112 attempts, got 500 yards, 6 rushing touchdowns. On 83 attempts, 300 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. He did have 2 receiving, so 7 touchdowns for one, 6 for the other. I don't know that C-Rod sucks. Like, I actually think he's a tough runner, a good run in between the tackles guy. I think he's going to be the early down runner. I think he's going to be the goal line runner. And that's why, on DraftKings, maybe I'd have a little bit different rankings. I'm not sure where you have Tuten ranked, but I have Tuten ranked very low and I have C-Rod ranked above. And I'm kind of ignoring any foot FUD. I think it sounds like he's going to be good to go for training camp and such. So I know he's a 0 in the passing game. But, and by the way, if you're looking at this, what is this? This is a 400 plus page best ball guide Fanspeak produced. It's awesome. Shout out to Mike Robb and Bruni for helping us put this together. And it's for one group only. And that is our paid Substack subs. Again, link pinned in the chat and in the description. You get a ton for less than $28 a year. So anything that you want to elaborate? No, I know you're joking, but he's talking about the whole vacated touches. I just don't think they're all going. I think it's going to be very much a split backfield. And the last thing I'll say is, again, off the whole like PPR Tyler tape review and your analysis from last year as a prospect, but even going forward is he's got a ton of speed and he can have explosive plays and he very well will have spike weeks. Now, last year he really didn't. But again, obviously Achane, he had 2 usable weeks at 14 and 13. This is Tuten, that is. And I get it. The vacated touches, I don't even know how you would give the split of those 300 plus vacated touches, but I don't think it's going to be like 70-30 or 80-20 or something like that. I think it's going to be very much a split. And again, this goes back to your scouting report for him and just in general. I trust your eyes. They have rarely failed us to both guys to avoid and guys to target. And he is a one-trick pony on speed. He has fumbling issues. He only had 1 lost fumble last year. I just looked that up in writing the article last night. But anyways, thoughts on the whole 300 vacated touches and how you see that split going down. Okay, I'll Boogie. I couldn't remember if Boogie was this Tuten stan or not. So people are giving each other a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, my thing,
but yeah, give us your thoughts.
Is C-Rod, has actually every year he's got an opportunity, and some years it's coming off the practice squad, just getting in the last couple of games. He's actually looked good as a runner, complete 0 as a passer or as a receiver. But here's the thing: so Tuten kind of is as well. Like, he was not good in college, wasn't really dynamic last year. For all his explosive ability, he had 1 15 yard run. That was it. Like, no, he wasn't sitting here racking off, 20.
Oh, I know. Did you watch the PPR episode? He kept looking for more explosive runs. And he was like, nope, that's it. I guess that's it. And he was like, man, he's going down with like if someone breathes on him and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and that was the other
Mick,
thing.
Great to see you, Mick. He said predicting Tuten's line will look like Bucky's rookie year. That's what I just don't trust. So go ahead, continue.
Yeah. And is there a path for Tuten? Yes. My problem is his price. Like, I don't understand why his price goes so much higher than Rico Dowdle, than Tony Pollard. I mean, these guys who have proven in the NFL and they're in situations that are improving, et cetera, et cetera. The
vision too. That's what PPR Tyler was saying. I mean, he was actually giving credit, like, he wasn't really knocking the vision. He was knocking like no contact balance. Like, he gets touched, he's down. He can, obviously the speed, there will be some big breakaways, but and maybe if they do use them very creatively, because he was showing like the wheel routes and stuff that he can be used in that way. But that's the same way Scatabo is getting used and other guys that can be used as a whole entire package.
Yeah, I just think the price is pretty bad. because it's just too. I love the Jags offense. I love the potential. I love Liam Cohen, but I also think this is a 3-man backfield. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
LeQuint
know.
Allen's
We're
going
always
anywhere.
right.
So that's just enough extra snaps that takes away, and it takes like that to me is where Tuten would need to excel. Is he would need to be a much better passing back and grow in that area, because I do think Rodriguez will be that goal line hammer. And I know Tuten had a larger goal line role last year than Travis Etienne, but it wasn't like, he was the great, I just think C-Rod takes that from him. And yeah, so my thought is it's just the highest running back that we're taking. I mean, Bucky goes in the same area that is pretty fragile in terms of his upside. Like if this turns, like he could lead the team in touches, but he could be like a 200 carry, 880 yards, 4 or 5 touchdown. Like his touchdowns might not go up even with all the extra carries because he's not getting the goal line anymore.
Well, I was going to say, I have to imagine Chris Rodriguez was a good goal line back. Again, had the 6 rushing touchdowns last year with Washington, is good around the goal line. He's a power runner. So I just see them using that. Again, we can't forget that he played for Liam Cohen as well. I agree with Al Boogie. And again, shout out to PPR, who I know is out of town on vacay right now, but good for him for finding his lane on like the film breakdowns. I think when he comes back, he's doing Judkins. So I'm interested to see that he's doing like all those running backs that go in this group, like Scatterbo, Judkins, Tuten, even then not just sophomore, like Montgomery and Swift and those backs. So shout out to that. Good to see you, Sus. A couple other people in chat, LeQuint Allen and pass. Yeah, there is a third running back. Are we not concerned about Swift? I mean, I'm drafting Swift, but that's not.
Yeah, I think the difference there is that's a 2-man backfield, and while Monangai is going to have the goal line work, this is what I mean is like Swift can excel in the passing game. If this was a 2-man backfield, I'd still be all in. I would not be all in, but I'd be very interested in Tuten. But it's not. And him losing that 20 to 25% of the snap share, most on passing downs, I think just changes his outlook because, it's like even that wasn't like elite numbers for Swift in the passing game, but it's just probably far better than we should expect from Tuten.
Well, and I don't know how many of the goal line role opportunities went to Monangai versus Swift. I'd have to look that up on the fly. Yeah. But Monangai had 5 rushing touchdowns. Swift had 9 and a receiving touchdown. Yeah. So I don't think it was like exclusively. I actually think C-Rod is going to get a lot. And I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong on this. But I don't think it's going to be. I still think Swift can be used around the goal line. And I understand Tuten had some goal line carries last year. I just think when seeing what Rodriguez can do around the goal line, that's my opinion. Again, it could be wrong in the whole touchdown hunting sense, but yeah, I mean, he's just not like, he doesn't have like the vision and the contact balance and power that guys like Scatterbo or even I think Swift, wouldn't you say Swift 1-for-1 has much better, like you'd say as a prospect.
Swift is much more explosive back.
Right.
Like Swift is what people want Tuten to be. And maybe one day Tuten can develop into that, but Swift has been that from the jump. It's just early on in his career, he was highly injured. These last 3 years, he stayed pretty healthy. And we've seen a much, stronger improvement from him. But, and I do
sorry,
think-
I'm laughing. This is Come On Baby, Turn Your Lights On. He changed his handle USA. I love it. That's hysterical. Go ahead.
I do think the other thing is the fumbling thing is real. Like,
do you know how many other fumbles? He just had 1 fumble loss last year.
Yeah, but he had a lot of fumbles in college, and that generally is a sticky stat. There's a lot of data like the Ian Hartitz and guys like that have done data talking about guys who fumble in college generally fumble in the pros. So, I just think that's something that could really turn him into a big loss if he starts going out there and fumbling. And Liam Cohen loves Chris Rodriguez. The way he talks about Chris Rodriguez is like the way that Sean McVay talks about Kyron Williams.
Oh God, that is like a love affair. And Mick, I'm not saying that that C-Rod's the lead back. I'm saying this is very much going to be a split backfield. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I know every year when in season, and shout out, we're only 8 weeks away. 8 weeks from yesterday, the NFL season kicks off on a Wednesday night, because obviously I think the Australia game is Thursday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the rest.
Yeah.
What's that?
I thought the Australia game was Wednesday.
No, they're giving it more time, I think, for trot. I'm almost positive the kickoff at Seattle is Wednesday night, and then the Australia game
I thought
Thursday
it was backwards,
night.
but
I'm pretty sure. But anyways, shout out. NFL season kicks off 8 weeks from yesterday. Thank God. Can't wait. I love best ball season as much as the rest of you all in here. And by the way, thank you for, and yes, longer, I said 5-10 minutes, we need another 5-10 minutes, but we are getting into a pug, but this is fun to talk about. And there's a lot of good conversation in here too.
And
So shout out to, let me just finish my thought really quick. Best ball season, love it. Can't wait to keep drafting, but I also can't wait to the in season. And you look at like the splits that are happening in season. And, you know, that's all the data that you're looking at and soaking through when you're making your bets and your DFS plays and all those things. And I think we're going to see it's going to be like 55-45. I don't think either of them are going to have real lead back numbers. And most backfields are very, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up FK's point. Okay.
Where is it? I don't know where it is. There's a lot of comments.
I tried to bring it up. You keep delaying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, most backfields.
Steve and I are both drinking whiskey tonight, bourbon. Cheers.
I think I'm going to need a refill before we start. But anyways, I think this is where the LaQuinn Allen factor is big in play. And honestly, Tampa is a lesser version of this, where it's probably a 3-man backfield, not a 2-man backfield. And it's not one where I don't think LaQuinn Allen snaps are going anywhere. I think those are kind of locked in, where it's not like Washington is technically a 3-man backfield, but that could easily consolidate into a 2-man backfield. That's what we need it to do for guys to pay off. And the difference is nobody in Washington are we taking for pick 120. And you know, it's the same reason why I have concerns about Bucky. If it's a 3-man backfield, Bucky gets squeezed quite a bit. And that's just where I'm at with it. Are there paths for it to work? Yeah, particularly if one of those guys get injured and it quickly becomes a 2-man backfield for sure.
Right. And again, I agree with FK's point. Most are split backfields, but then that makes me agree with, Zero's point is, and this is why we are obsessed with still taking the JPs and CMCs of the world, because those have become more of a dime a dozen these days. So most are, but I really think this is a big one. And to Zero's point, the ADPs make it seem like it's a 75-25 when it is probably a 55-45. And I'm not saying that it's not the 55 Tuten, but if it's the 45 Rodriguez and on Underdog, he's getting more of the goal line snaps, then that's why. What are you laughing at?
No, the Zeros can't have a biggest fade show without the Tuten talk, because I know he's been in this camp. So here.
And Paul said he's just avoiding both. But why don't we go to your fades and I can pull up any on our Fanspeak Best Ball guide, and then we promise in the next 5 to 10 minutes we are getting into a Pug Live. But go ahead, Steve, your fades.
Yeah, I mean. I don't really have a fade in the first couple rounds. I want to have some exposure. My first one would be Trey McBride, who you also had. I'm down on the Jets. I'm a little bit more willing to Brees than Garrett Wilson, just because I think Garrett Wilson, he struggles in an area that I like every receiver after him. You know, right now, Waddle, Burden, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Jameson Williams, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore are like the next 8 receivers after him. And I think it's very possible that 6, if not all 8 of those guys outscore him. And so that's a big one for me right now. A couple others, I mean, Tuten is definitely a fade for me. I am... I'm just down on Parker Washington. I don't understand why.
That's people are very, and that goes to the original question that was like pages ago from someone in chat about and I think he probably meant the Jags receivers, which is a tough one. I've honestly hand up struggled on that and taken a lot of Travis Hunter late. Why are you down on Parker Washington? Because a lot of like the advanced analytics bros would be very against that call.
I just think it's just a tough situation between, again, love the offense, but there's 3 receivers and that doesn't include maybe the most talented receiver on the team, Travis Hunter, who I believe will have some level of workload. And most teams' fourth wide receiver never see the field. The Jaguars' fourth wide receiver, Travis Hunter, will see the field. So right there, that knocks value to, every one of the top three to an extent. And of those three, you have former first-round pick just 2 years ago, dominated, also plays a more unique role than anyone else in the team. You have Jacoby Myers, who they just trade for, paying $20+ million a year. And maybe they re-sign Parker Washington and he's making similar money than Jacoby Myers. And then that becomes a little bit more interesting of a debate. I thought he looked really good in a fun sample, an extended sample size. I wouldn't call it a small sample size. And in the past, like a couple of years ago when Christian Kirk went down, he had like one or two good games. It's just, he's a former like 6th-round pick. I think there's a number of teams where I'd be super excited if Parker Washington was on Washington, Parker Washington was on the Giants. Yeah. I would be all in on Parker Washington, but he's on a team where they might be playing 4 receivers for 3 spots, and he might be third of those, but that's just that's not great math in my book. Like that offense really has to produce at a high level, and unlike say the Broncos, who have I think 2 locked in receivers and then 2 guys playing for that third wide receiver spot, they don't have a tight end, where the Jaguars have a tight end. So I just think it's a very thin path for Parker Washington. Could he end up just being the best receiver on the team and playing more snaps than like Travis Hunter? Absolutely. But he's got to earn it. And that, we just see draft capital money talk so many times, and we're saying here that it doesn't. That just is scary at his price. Like if you flipped him and Jacoby Myers prices, I'd be much more in on him.
Yeah.
I just worry that him and Jacoby Myers end up with very similar stat lines and you're getting 120 picks later.
Yeah. OC Missy said, I was watching someone yesterday where they thought the best way to play the Jags would just be naked Trevor. And I think somebody else said that in chat earlier. Shout out. I think that was Legion. Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's going to oscillate. Right. And I that's been like, there's a couple situations as far as teams or rooms that I am struggling with, and the Jaguars receivers is one. So yeah. Any other fades you want to talk about, since that was the topic? I wrote the article, again, Substack link in the description, that you want to talk about specifically before we get into a pug.
So my last one would just be Keaton Mitchell. I just think there's way too much hype for his profile. He goes in between Tyron Tracy and Woody Marks. Both are good. Those guys are going to get way more volume than him. Both of them have way more contingent value. He is part of the best offense of the three. But I just think that we are drafting him because the report that Mike McDaniels created wanting posters. He also created wanted posters for Alec Ingold. Like it's just like if he was going in the 17th, 18th round, sure, because could he hit 1 or 2 weeks? But I think that's it. And I think even if Hampton were to go down and miss significant time, I don't think he hits that many more weeks. Like maybe a few more 10-point games, but you're just not going to get like there's not the contingent value where he goes like, not that you want it, of course. I know you're going to hate me for this, but if Scatterboo were to miss time, Tyron Tracy is a tremendous value at that point. If David Montgomery misses time, Woody Marks is a tremendous value at that point. That's not, to me, not the same with Keaton Mitchell. So we're drafting a profile in a range that just doesn't make sense. Like
Steve, you take that back right now. You just put out good. We're just putting out good into the universe that Scatterboo is going to stay healthy this year, right?
He absolutely is. Okay. So, anyways, that's just I just have such a tough time drafting a guy who I think is going to get most weeks like 4 or 5 touches tops.
Right. Yeah.
And even in an injury, he might start getting 10 touches. Like it's just, he's never going to get 15 to 20 touches.
All right. Let us jump in. We talked
I'm going to go. I need to refill my bourbon to get through this
quickly. Draft. God, how annoying am I? Good Lord, Steve.
So I'll be right back. I'll say talk about something fun.
Can I just start a draft, or no? You want me to talk about something fun? He's on mute.
I'll come in and save it.
My draft? Okay, yep. Fine. I'll start a draft. I'm going to count it down. It could take a little bit to fill. So let's just get this started. We are getting into the Pug. I think I did one fast. So yeah, I had two more. Okay. So counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. And waiting on 3. So should be, if you got in there early or there's room, we can do this. Good to see you, Chuck Bass. Keaton Mitchell is Bill Murray's brother. Shows up in every movie. He's just there. That's hysterical. Yeah, Miss January, we can all just dream. Though I am excited that we are getting to the training camp portion where there's actual news instead of just hypothesizing. Though I will say, I was joking in Discord that then by the time we get to like the end of preseason, or excuse me, the end of training camp and preseason, then things get totally blown out of proportion. And it's just like, I don't know, things are going up and down so much, the steam. I'm going to enjoy like the first 2 weeks of training camp, because then by late August, the second half of August, it's just like, I don't know, we're recapitulating on so many different things. And ultimately, I'm trying to think when my best drafts have been. I want to say my best drafts have been either actually in June when it's kind of silent, or like just the start of training camp. I'd have to look. I don't think like late August. I don't know. But Liam likes Parker, then let's stay off that. Okay, leave me on so Zero learns. Hysterical. All right, so we are in here. Patrick Barnes, YouTube, that's a big name. Anybody else get in? JT is at the 8, Legion at the 10. We're at the 12, which I actually like. Oh, excuse me, Huckleberry. Sorry, Huckleberry and Get Draft has started. So Huckleberry is at the 2, and JT at the 8, Legion at the 10, and we are at the 12. If I missed, is Cal Elliott, I feel like might be somebody too, one of our folks. So if I missed anybody, let me know. Of course, team reviews for Fanspeak Fam. And Mike Robb is tracking all the Fanspeak Fam drafts. So we are off and running on the Pug, which, by the way, the Pug is, let me open up since I have a little time here. The Pug is regular 2 of 12 out of the pod, then 1 of 5 to a 125 seat final. I like that. 40K up top, flat payouts, 4,000 to 7th to 2,000 to 10th. And then 124, at least you get 150. I do like those that you are rewarded something to make the playoffs. 150 and then, but 40K up top. The like standard advance rates, 1 of 5 after the 2 of 12. So let me now find this amongst all my slows. I still have poodles going on. Good Lord. Am I on the clock or something? I'm sure I've screwed this up. Pug, there we go. 2 picks away. Whew, that could have gone bad. Okay, and as you can see, I have my best ball overlay exposures on the screen. Shout out to Best Ball Overlay. Code Fanspeak, 25% off. Helps you manage your exposures, see the dollar amount, see the exposures, see the team correlations, see the playoff correlations, all that. Steve, we are at, just heard you, we are at the 12. We're on the clock. I was hoping to get Genty. We don't. Do you want to go? I haven't taken as much James Cook, and I need more. Yep. I think you'll agree with that. And then do you want to go? I don't love Barkley's. Rudy, you can't have any more of those, sweetheart. I don't love Barkley's playoff schedule, but I don't know. What do you want to do after that?
We could pull up somebody if you want to pull up like a Chase Brown or Derrick Henry.
Your call.
Let's do Chase Brown.
Okay. I have about the exact same of each. They don't have the same bye week, do they? 7, 6. Yeah, no, because Hampton has the same bye week. I mean, I don't want to be low. I'm right at with the field. Thank you, Rudy. I'm right with the field on Barkley right now at 8%. I don't want to be like under the field. I want to be in on Barkley. I might try to get him more like when on drafters or marathon. Just I am worried about the playoff schedule. Is a little yucky.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair, for sure. But
yeah, JT went all the way at 10. Shout out to Legion. Got JT and Henry. That is freaking fun. Yeah, and especially in these time box when you can get different combos, I think that's super fun. Huhames and I did like a kind of unique combo with like a pull-up situation. I'm not saying like flip the board, but when you can do like little pull-ups to get different combos, I do think that's fun in these like very time box contests. So
no, I agree. And I think especially in the Pug, it's a 3 max, like get the teams that you want to be there. Like, if this is even 20 max or 50 max or 150 max, like, like play around with it more, but get your favorite teams, get the combos you want, the guys you want.
Hallie says, July's turning heroes into villains. We need news. Yeah, we do. I'm so excited for training camps. But then I said, Steve, usually by the end of training camp or like the preseason, like end of August, I'm like, oh my God, just please let the season be here. I can't keep relitigating everything. And I don't think I've had my best drafts like end of August. I feel like mine is like as training camps start. I don't know. When do you feel like has been your best window? I feel like mine's either been like June or like July when we're just getting news and I'm reacting quickly, like late July. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think late July is, a pretty good window.
I'm guessing the Sherman build is 3 like mid to later quarterbacks and then hero running back. That's was basically his. Next, after we do our next turn, I'm going to have to put Rudy on a leash because he can only have so many bully sticks. So, I did hear about JT. Like is there a potential holdout? And he definitely does deserve a new contract. So, but
they'd be crazy. I mean, they'd be crazy if they don't.
Down. I'm gonna have to go get a leash for old roots. All right, so we started Cook and Chase Brown. That is fun. And Steve, in this draft we have Huckleberry, JT, and Legion with us. Stop, buddy.
Well, I think is it Nathan said in chat that they're number 3, and then Cal Elliott has been in drafts with us before.
So. Okay, I definitely recognize Cal Elliott. Yeah, if you're in chat, let us know. I missed Nathan's chat. I apologize. Oh, Nathan in at the 3. Good to see you, Nathan. Appreciate you. All right, Rudy, please let me focus for 1 minute. Okay, so by ADP, this is what we're looking at. Can we please?
Make,
okay, well, what first you want to go lad or who do you want to go? I'm not taking like
let's go lad, but
okay.
Let's take Travis Etienne.
No. With all the new news, I like Scatabo way more than Etienne. I think Kamara is better than Tracy.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I'll give you the rest of the picks if you let me have Scatabo.
Whoa, okay, it's on the record, chat.
Well, maybe not all of them, but look at that 7, 6, 8 too. If we want to do hyper fragile, we could. Okay, I am going to Steve, pull up any comment. Oh, we have a gifted membership from our guy Mike Robb. Shout out, Mike. Appreciate you. You are the GOAT. And it went to, let me figure this out. It went to Sus Edwards. Nice. You got emojis. You have team reviews, team contest, and 1 to 2 extra shows per week on Sundays. And we will keep that going during the in-season, just not on Sundays, probably Saturdays. But good to see you. Kale, okay, Kale is in here. Rudy, come on, bud. But thank you, Mike. Kale is in here. Hulk mashed potatoes. Absolutely. I'll let you take over comments, Steve. I need to go get a leash for Rudy. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. So coming up here, let me catch up with chat while Meg is doing that. I think it includes sleeper pick, not P-Wash, probably I guess Tate too high. I actually am pretty bullish on Carnell Tate. I think Carnell Tate goes considerably later than Tedero McMillan did a year ago. And the Panthers offense was pretty terrible, right? We have a similar profile here. Former first overall pick at quarterback. I think McMillan was okay for where he was drafted last year, and that's why he goes even higher this year. And I think Tate could do the same thing. I mean, Les Ward is just a total bust, and I guess the Bryce Young thing gives me some hope there that McMillan was still able to produce despite Young being kind of bad. So I'm pretty bullish on Carnell Tate. I just think 140 targets are incoming on it, with Dayball's offense. Lemon, if you were cheaper, yeah, I'm more out on Lemon. Wendell being a sleeper is wild. Yeah, Chiato, legally binding, top 117 ADP is a sleeper. Yeah, I don't really consider that a sleeper. I missed the whole sleeper conversation, so I'm catching up. She would never give Steve the picks that were promised. That is fair. Huckleberry knows. So we are coming up here. What do you want to do, Meg?
All right, let me do this. And then, okay, so we're at 3-1-1. If you want to go Tate here, I mean, I do like Brian Thomas, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, all these. So we could take 2 receivers here to even up.
Yeah, I honestly think whatever is left to us, we take 2 receivers. And I mean, if we have a choice, I'd probably do I wouldn't do all week 7, so I hope it's not.
No.
And we have Lad already, so ideally we get Carnell Tate as one of them.
Okay, so BTJ goes.
I think we just take these 2.
Okay, is there anything else? I mean, I don't take much Tyler Warren if you want to do that, but I guess going 3 running backs, we probably should wait.
Yeah, I think we just double up on these 2 guys.
Okay.
And I think we have a pretty strong, I like more above Tate. But I think we have a really strong running back and receiver core.
Yeah, that is fair. I'm going to do my best, Huckleberry. I'm going to do my best. But let's see. A lot of chatting amongst each other. Charles, is good to see you, Charles. Excited for the PPR Frenchie, which obviously everybody from the rankings can kind of tell. Daniel Bellinger reunited. Helm a trash pick. I don't take a ton of Helm, but I think Helm is fine. I think Bellinger is going to be the blocking tight end. I think he'll steal a catch or 2 every now and then, but I don't think there's Helm.
A massive.
You can put me down. Did you have Al Boogie's comment up for a while?
Maybe.
Steve just agreed with me. That being held back, or being held back, but going too high because of Young. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I like Tyrell McMillan, but yeah, if the Bryce Young thing.
Cooler said Bailey's French for deposit button. That's hysterical. I don't know if it's the bourbon, but yeah, the chat's making me laugh tonight. Steve, what bourbon are you drinking? What did you refill? Because hopefully our parents don't think we're alcoholics, because we're not. But we tend to get each other as gifts. You don't give other good gift ideas, so that's why I tend to get you bourbon a lot. But this was a gift for you. This is Remus that you had given me either a birthday or Christmas. Very enjoyable. Remus bourbon, love it. What are you drinking?
I went with Long Branch.
I had Long Branch on my bar card as well. There we go. Zacchaeus for Dotson. Oh God, some of these.
I'm Dotson. I think I don't really. I think Zacchaeus and I can't even.
Al Boogie says when they signed Diggs, they're both dead. I did see Diggs was working out with somebody on Washington. I can't keep up. Right, Ty, good to see you. Siblings are doing well. We're both drinking bourbon together. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now, Steve, why did you have to tweet the thing that you needed the alcohol to stream with me? I feel like
I just knew.
You just had a feeling?
Yep.
So funny story. I'll tell it. Let me see if this quickly. Debo to the Colts and I'm rich. Yeah, someone I feel like is going to the Colts. Oh yeah, what's the bourbon of choice on Serious Matters? So yeah, Long Branch and Remus, 2 very good ones in my opinion. Okay, Bro versus Pros, good to see you. He likes Savion as late click. I have not taken him yet. Do you ever take Savion, Steve?
I have not. I take that back. I took him in once or twice in 20 round format, but not on Underdog.
Diggs to Washington. I'm throwing a party. I'm only inviting myself, but if you want,
I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the most likely. If Nice and Blunt is in here. How's it going, Shoups? I just sent Nice and Blunt. We're setting up the quarterfinals for Jeopardy. Very exciting, but great to see you, Adam. Appreciate you. Okay, We are almost back up at the 84, 85, 7-8 turn at top of ADP. You know me, if you want to be Dowdle and done, I'd be fine with that.
Herbert's gone.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
I would also be open if you wanted to like double tap Brock and Purdy or Ricky. I've done that many of times.
Not here. No.
I don't know.
Dowdle. I like Dowdle. And can you look at receivers real quick?
Yeah. So to me, okay, let's do like a little balance build here. And then we like maybe get like I say Chris Godwin, we get like a Baker, you know, at the, multiple quarterbacks.
I'm
like
Sutton over Godwin, but, and I think that opens up Bo Nix, who would come back to us likely.
I want Godwin. Okay. You really want Sutton?
Take Sutton. Yes.
All right. I said I do. Look at me being so accommodating. Okay, we could be done at 4 here because I do believe, I could be wrong. 7, 6, 8, 9. Look at that. Chef's kiss, 3, 4, 8, 3. Who was doing the 3, 4, 8, 3s? Was that 0? Freaking love 3, 4, 8, 3 when you do it right. When you get 4 starting projectable running backs, different bye weeks. I mean, does anybody want to hear about my Bulldog Finals team? I'll drink on that. Mm-hmm. Savion is a who Hames ass pick. I know a guy who took Savion and Dalmatian. But yeah, good to see Adam in here. Does any of the free agents go to Miami? Steve made a good point about that.
They don't have a ton of money. Excuse me, but they're, it's like, you remember the salary cap, it's like Arrested Development. There's always money in the banana stand. You know? Like if they wanted to do something, they could just put on a bunch of void years and make it only costing them like $3 million this year. And, you can always find a way to get there. But if somebody goes to Miami, they obviously just get a massive amount of targets. I would have thought like, Juwan Jennings, just from the connection to, Debo also, but the connection to the Shanahan offense, I think, is very live there. Diggs was in an offshoot of it one year.
I was wondering, sorry, I just had to interrupt. What is the JC when Jesus Christ drink? It was about the Bulldog team. I'm so sorry. That's hysterical. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So if anyone goes there, they're just going to get a ton of targets. Bad offense, questionable quarterback play, but ton of targets. So we'll see. It definitely would be a very favorable landing spot. I think anyone goes up from that landing spot. Yeah,
no, that's fair. I think I caught up with most of chat, but yeah, good to see a few new ones in here. Rai Tai, Mike giving me a hard time. Meg's making a lot of suggestions for a woman who agreed to give away the farm for the Scatterboo pig. That is fair. Good to see you, Leo, in here. The drinking game came through. I hope you're joking about Ayuk. Yucky. I think Miami wants to see as much dead cap money and non-compromise years in the future.
I generally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Could see Judy or Ridley as trade candidates.
No, I think those are good points. I've heard him talk about that before, and I think he's completely right on that.
Okay, so let's focus what we're doing here at 108, 109. Did Nix come back? No, he just went. Rudy, I really need you to work with me here. But I love backstacking Baker. Do I love Goff?
I think we double tap quarterback here.
I do too.
Why not take Baker and Kyler?
No, please, God, please, because it please be. I do Jordan Love over Kyler, please.
What did you say? I can make the rest of the picks.
But let's just talk about it. So let's let Baker fester, and we can.
Kyler has never been lower than top 12 quarterback in points per game
when he stays healthy or doesn't get benched.
But he now gets the best coach he's ever had.
I love Goff so much. Let's take Tesla. Goff is a way better quarterback than Kyler.
Let's say Kyler.
Are you being freaking serious?
Yes.
Oh man. This is terrible. We have a good team going, and you're going to F it up with a guy who's going to, okay, now we need to take Rodgers because
Okay, we'll
have
take
a potential
Rodgers.
bench candidate. And who are we stacking him with? That
TJ Hawkinson or Juwan Jennings, or
I say this every sibling showdown. I am worried about you this year. I am worried.
Or because he's a rushing quarterback, you don't have to stack him.
Well, that part's fair. Yeah. Okay, let me catch up with chat and then
Legion got Goff.
Yeah, great pick. We should have taken him. Does he have any nobody's got wait, no, that's Goff. It's Bears, Lions week 17. Yeah, see, we should have done this. Like, you don't have to worry about stacking as much.
But he probably would have, he had Addison. He would have taken Kyler if we took Goff. So
okay, well, I know that was a shitty face I just made.
Yes, it was.
Which, by the way, Rudy. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get his Kong. Talk about something fun.
Well, I'll talk about Kyler. No, I just I know Meg doesn't like that. I just think Kevin O'Connell is the quarterback whisperer. Look at what he did with Sam Darnold. Everyone thought Sam Darnold was.
We said that for JJ McCarthy. That didn't work.
Yeah, the difference is JJ McCarthy had never done anything in the NFL. He'd never. I don't even know if when he was being talked about being drafted. What did I say? I said he's got great upside, but he's the biggest risk out there because
and you know what makes me hate Adam Peters even more is there were rumors that he had JJ McCarthy than Drake May. Obviously, knowing he wasn't getting Caleb. That should be fireable now.
That's not great rankings.
Which, by the way, has anybody watched Quarterback yet? Because I don't know if I'm going to like or hate Jaden more based on that, but I know I'm going to love Baker more because he is just a dog. Somebody, let me see if I can find the tweet. I saved the picture. Someone was doing like a Twitter thing talking about the quarterback thing. I was talking about like Baker's a dog, and they were like Jaden's a dog too. But then they were like, "But this is the dog." Hold on, I've got to find it. I screenshot it to post in our Discord, and I almost peed my pants laughing. It was so funny. It's like an anorexic dog. Hold on one second. Hold on, can you see this? It was like,
oh Jesus!
It was like Jaden's a dog. This is the dog. Okay, we got to focus, lock in, and then
I just think I think JJ McCarthy was just he was way too much projection. The guy barely threw 300 yards in college, and you're taking him that high. It was a big risk.
I just queued up some bucks just to have in the stable, so I can pay attention on their ADPs. 144. I wouldn't actually be opposed. I know you like push back with Div, and I'm on Team's Div's point that really made a 7-point case for McMillan. And as you can see, I have him ranked right here. So I think going. Oh, we don't need running backs. I think going. Unless you wanted to go Cam Ward and McMillan or go our first tight end in McMillan, I think
Cam Ward and McMillan.
Wait, what?
I think Cam Ward and McMillan makes a lot of sense.
You ruined it with Kyler. I feel like we should get Rodgers.
I mean, we can try and push it to Rodgers, but
do you want Goddard? I mean, Goddard or Kincaid seems Goddard or Ward.
All right, let's take Kincaid. Let's take Kincaid.
Wait, why did you pick the more fragile tight end? Don't you like Goddard?
I do, but if we take Goddard, then we can't take Otten. We shouldn't take Otten. They have the same buy. Kincaid would be a different buy.
Okay.
So
I'm so glad I found that dog picture. He's got that dog in him. The dog's like this now. Sorry, I just snorted laughing. All right, let me catch up with chat. And then what were you talking about?
Because
we're both drinking and rambling.
Yeah.
I do wish
Zero and I are exact same. Like Nick's has been quarterback 7 the last 2 years.
Well, I was hoping sometimes he does fall there.
No, he does. He does.
Yeah, and he did get the perfect coach landing.
Yeah, spot. And that is the difference. Like Nick's compared to JJ McCarthy, my God.
Yeah.
What Nick's would be doing with Kevin O'Connell.
Talking about Kyrie would be fine. I mean, are you worried about his work ethic maybe not meshing with Kevin O'Connell, like just might not be.
No,
Green
he's on
Sullivan's
a prove it deal. Like he can't fuck around. Like he's got to produce, or he's
which
never
which
never
rookie
gonna get a
QB did
contract.
Crane sell you on? Is he talking about JJ McCarthy over Knicks? Because he said on the wrong one. Stack Kyler or Josh Oliver. That was another good bit by PPR Tyler. Shout out. I mean, nobody is as good as May. I mean, we should have taken May.
Agreed.
The no from across. Did I yell no when I was getting Rudy?
When I said you're like talking about something fun, I said we'll talk about Kyler.
That deserves a drink. Wait, we're not back. Okay, I saw something.
Meg, how drunk are you?
I mean, I literally probably poured 2 or 3 fingers, had a lot of ice, and now it's like whittled down. And now I can't get to ice because I have to keep up with Rudy's peanut butter habit. If KOC plays JJM again, the offense will revolt. That is true.
It should. I think Justin Jefferson will. I mean, my God.
No, poor
so
Justin
bad.
Jefferson. That's who I feel bad for, really. I mean,
That's where Kyler's a big upgrade.
mix on your side here. Oh, are you talking about? Well, Kareem was definitely right about May for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like Steve needs another intervention. I mean, you take too many Vikings. I'm worried about you. Yes, thank you, Steve. Steve McDivitt is on McMillions, and so am I. Rudy, come on.
No, I mean, I think with Baker, it's a really good pick, and even don't mind because he wasn't coming back.
Strays compared to being compared to strays.
That might be comment of the night.
That is comment of the night so far. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is way early. We didn't take, so let's just do our thing or my thing.
Why are we taking him here?
Well, he's not going to fall back.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't. We're down to all the not going to start quarterbacks. Rudy, come on, honey. And then we could go Jawan.
Why don't we take Jawan Jennings?
Oh my God. No, Steve, I am so worried about your drafting.
Okay, then we should take either Hawkinson or Jawan Jennings, one of those two.
Fine, I'll take Hawkinson over Jawan Jennings. I'm not going to piss away a receiver spot. At least, well, we got, oh my God, we can get Fragmuth. What do you want to do? How about Flournoy?
No, we need to take Hawkinson here.
What?
Take Hawkinson.
I'm trying. Rudy's biting me. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm absolutely doing my best. Rudy goes to camp in 2 weeks from today. Just wanted to make that announcement. I am going to miss him. He's gone for 2 weeks, but he clearly needs some camp for the, behavior.
Why?
Why? Okay. Talking a little, well, this is 3rd year quarterbacks coming up. Nothing like July fades talk once everybody's overinvested. That's true. That is true. Okay, so that says 2v2 Pitts Ward or Kyler Kincaid is interesting thought experiment.
Yeah, I think
I
lean the Kyler Kincaid side just because I don't know if Ward has top 12 upside and the spike week upside that Kyler would potentially have. Kincaid is definitely more fragile than Pitts. But I think of the two, I'd go that side for that reason. Because Kincaid in a points per game can be near Pitts, if not above him. But it's just he's more fragile for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Talking about Tez. No, that's right. Franklin. Tez is a stepbrother. That's true. I do need more Bo Nix. I will agree with you guys on that. What part do we need?
I'm with Alan with Boogie and Franklin. I think he's
really.
I think one of him and I think
everybody seems to be on Pat Bryant, so you're more on team.
I mean, Franklin just outproduced him. I know. Pat Bryant was a rookie compared to Franklin year 2, but there is that connection. And I think Franklin's just a little bit more versatile than Bryant. So I think both will probably hit some weeks. But I think Franklin probably ends up with the bigger role.
Sorry. Part of me will be sad when Rudy quits eating.
FK, there's no guarantee the camp works. Let's be honest here.
Oh my God. I mean, really, they say half the camp is for the owner, like I have to have like a 2-hour meeting when I pick them up, like to, train them right and everything. So that's fair. That is fair. They added Waddle. You and Kyler do. So is Hallie big on Kyler too? Fade Kyler if you want him around for the playoffs. Yeah, I just worry about his work ethic and like Kevin O'Connell. Was that going to work? Yeah. The QB thirst in this room, Roger and Mendoza gone by pick 158. Oh, really? Mendoza went right after. Yeah, probably when they saw us go Rodgers, that tends to
scared the hell out of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what news came out today? I missed that. All right. If there's any, we got our guy Eddie in here with the stag. Good to see you, Eddie. Absolutely good to see you. Marvin Mims and Franklin over Bryant. Okay, let's get back to this. Land this plane. We are at 3-4-5-2. We are doing a hyper fragile 3-4-8-3. So we're done at quarterback. We're done at running back. We've got the Kyler stack. Excuse me. We've got the Baker stack. We don't have Kyler can be unstacked. He's not even going to be playing at the end.
Yeah, let's take Otten and Jeremy Bernard.
Why don't we take Otten and Freiermuth? This is what this actually happened on the Toxic
tight ends?
Huh? Oh no. We already have. We need the Rodgers stack. I don't you want Freiermuth?
Jeremy Bernard.
Freiermuth's a better tight end than Otten.
We need more receivers.
All right, fine. I did post in Discord, shout out again, Best Ball Overlay, code Fanspeak, 25% off. As you can see, it shows all these correlations. So now we do have two of the three. No, we have all three quarterbacks stacked now. Blue, yellow, green, all stacked up. But helps you see exposures, amount spent, team correlations, playoff correlations, all the good stuff that I have spent 1.3K on Rodgers and Muth. And like that movie, hashtag no regrets. None. Zero.
Yikes.
None. Okay. Denver and not Peyton. I mean, Darnell, I've done it. I've definitely done it. Mick says Otten has zero competition at the position. Pat has Mount Darnell. I do love the name Mount Darnell. Let me go back to the board. But overall, I like this. So, yeah, we're done a quarterback, running back, tight end now, and we will just tack on two more receivers at the turn.
Yeah.
He says the Jets is on full display tonight. It must be two heavy pours of whiskey for Steve-O. Let's see. All right. I think we caught up with chat. So one of the funny things that, Rudy, please give me a break. That I want to tell you, Steve, is I don't know if you knew, because you don't get as in the weeds with me, that like BBG and Emo had like a little beef or whatever. I wrote them personally. I was like, I would be happy to settle this. I am so BBG and Steve is very emo in this fight. And Steve and I have had this fight about 100 times in the past 17 years. So I can help you. I offered. They did not need it. They're all good, thank God. But I definitely saw myself in the situation. So yeah. But I'm glad they're all worked out. Shout out Toxic Tower. Love those guys. Al Boogie with the paw prints. Love it. Rudy, please, bud. So would you have liked if I would have done a therapy session about all of our, remember when I kicked the chair at you?
Yeah. No, I remember.
That was hysterical. Actually, it wasn't. That was borderline insane. Crazy. Rudy in the PPR Tyler role. Rudy is just biting my hand right now. What I heard from the Raiders, basically the odds of another free agent is super low. Yeah, I have been trying to take more Trey Tucker and some Naylor. Okay, yeah, two more receivers here, Steve. I mean, the Keon Coleman stuff has been good. I know I have 27%, but
could I see our buys real quick?
Yeah, we do have.
We have a couple
We
of
have
weeks.
two. We have two. So I think we could do it with 8. But who else do you like? Is Surratt here? No, he's gone.
I
Surratt
like Troy Franklin or Pat Bryant. I think one of the Denver is fun. I think Chris Brazell is fun. Cooper Kupp's safe, and Darnell Mooney.
Okay. How about we do Keon Coleman and you pick the other one?
All right.
Isn't that fair? I think that's fair.
Yeah, let's do Darnell Mooney.
Did we get any in Dallas? I mean, not that you need stacking and run backs as much. Oh, and we got Rodgers, Dowdle.
We have Scatterbo, so I thought it was a team bet.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, we didn't get any Dallas. Okay, so you want to go Mooney. How many week 8s? We actually don't have any, so that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good there. Okay. So 3, 4, 8, 3. I'll just go ahead and read ours, and then we can get to the other Fanspeak fam. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, James Cook, Chase Brown, Cam Scatterbo, Rico Dowdle. Love that running back room. I would have liked the quarterback room if it was like Goff over Murray, but other than that, we're doing good. Ladd, Tate, DJ Moore, Sutton. We were hoping for a Nick's fall, didn't get that. Took Jalen McMillan, very happy about that. Stacked with Baker, Jeremy stacked with Rodgers, Keon Coleman, Darnell Mooney, Kincaid and Hawkinson stacked with Kyler, and Otten stacked with Baker. I like it. I'm not like in love with it, but I like it. This is one of my favorite type of builds. What do you think about our team?
Yeah, I think we waited on quarterback, and that's also why I pushed for Kyler to give us that like spike week upside. I mean, Kyler and Baker both can be top 10 guys, and Aaron Rodgers might not be too far behind them. So I think we waited on quarterback and got 3 guys, 3 offenses. I think have a lot of upside and potential. I've written about these the Tampa and Pittsburgh offenses recently, and I just always love Kevin O'Connell. Running back wise, I really like our hyper fragile approach to this. Are you scrolling down or?
Oh, sorry. No, I was trying to look at chat. My bad.
I mean, James Cook, Chase Brown. I like us mixing it up because I think that's probably a more unique combo. Not just in this, but it's just in general, just to have a different mix.
Yeah.
But Cook and Chase Brown, I love these 2 offenses. And just to me, Chase Brown, there was a stat going around, Chase Brown with Joe Burrow. I think was it Al who somebody posted on our Discord. But it's something I said last year, like Chase Brown in the games with either Burrow or Flacco had 10 plus points every single game last year. It was only the games with Jake Browning that he sucked. And, like that Flacco is their number 2 quarterback again. So I just really love that upside. And then of course, Gadbu and Rico. And then,
I'll show the board after this. Go ahead.
Ladd, Tate, DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton. I think that's a good top 4. And then we added 4 more: McMillan, Jaron Bernard, Keon Coleman, and Darnell Mooney. 3 tight ends. Kincaid, I think, has big time upside. I'm willing to still bet on TJ Hawkinson. I know you think he's dust. I don't know why. He's way younger than George Kittle.
George Kittle's way better than TJ Hawkinson.
Okay, but he's a couple years removed from a big injury, outside of coming off a big injury, and younger. And then K-Dot, like we could have gone Freiermuth there, but you have 50% Freiermuth. Let's like be reasonable here.
Fair. Okay, let me show Mike the board, and then we'll get to our other Fanspeak ones. I did see the message, Mike, and I've got you. So this is the board because we are keeping track of all Fanspeak fam drafts and data, and we'll do some kind of competition, which is awesome. All right. There is that. Okay, so Fanspeak fam, Huckleberry went 4, 5, 6, 3. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, Willis, Young, Brissett, Cousins. Okay, I see why he did 4. That's totally fair. Bijan, Love, Warren, Rodriguez, and Brian Robinson. So he's got the handcuff with Brian Robinson and Bijan, Robinson, like that. Or I think that's fine. Kind of what we talked about earlier. Smith, Burden, Jamo, Marv, Worthy, Naylor, and then Laporta, Dulcich, and Mayer. I actually think it structurally kind of lands. I do think with the whole Brissett, Cousins, I do think you kind of needed 4 quarterbacks here. So, I think it's fine to go 4 quarterbacks here. And then you tacked on like a handcuff to like a hyper fragile build. And I think that was fine. And then I do think the receivers were fine to stop at 6 because you went Smith, Burden, JMO, Marv, Worthy. So you had 5 by 95 and then tacked on Naylor. And then you went kind of early and then 2 later ones at tight end. Your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, overall, really like it stacked up. I like what he did with the running back room with, the Brian Robinson, Bijan Robinson handcuff. So he's got that backfield. The 4 quarterbacks going to be very strong early. It's late when you're probably down to 2.
Yeah.
Malik Willis and Bryce Young. Are they getting this is one where I'd worry you get through, but then in the playoffs you only have 2 guys on bad teams, and can they produce? But maybe. I mean, Malik Willis definitely has that upside. So that's just kind of what you need it to run out. But I like the going for early on to push this team through.
Yeah.
Just see what can happen come postseason.
Yeah. Okay. JT, 2772, Alan May. So Allen Jr. I like that.
Yeah,
Kenny Gainwell. That's pretty fun. So definitely a 0 RB build here. So it starts with Gainwell, Brooks, Tyrone Tracy, Bigsby, Tucker, Halani, Jordan James. So definitely needed 7. So I'm glad you went 7 there starting so late.
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson, Evans, Watson, Pierce, Godwin, Hunter, Trey Tucker, and then Bowers, Freiermuth. So yeah, I mean, this is how you do a 0 RB. I mean, maybe even kind of gone 2-8-6-2 because those receivers are damn strong with Jefferson, Evans, Watson, Pierce, Godwin, Hunter, but tacked on Trey Tucker was fun. So yeah, I mean, that is how you do it. And when you allocate, early at quarterback and tight end, yeah, you have to make concessions somewhere. So I think you caught up with volume, and that's good. And hopefully a couple of those guys are hopefully not Tyrone Tracy, but hopefully Jonathan Brooks, Tucker,
Well, he handcuffed Tampa outside of
Tampa. I like that a lot. I've said that with the whole handcuff thing. I like doing that in a 0 or hero RB build,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, overall, you're going to dominate quarterback. You're going to dominate tight end. Receiver's going to be pretty damn strong as well. Running, it's just you're going to be down at running back. How much you're down, I think, depends on Jonathan Brooks and some of these other guys, how much they're used. But I think it's a fun, like you said, this is the way you build 0 RB. Make sure you dominate those other positions, and you did.
He is just like a whore for bully sticks. He is now trying to climb on the desk for the bully sticks.
Oh boy.
Rudy, I thought you wanted to cuddle with me. I was going to do a show with Rudy as my friends of best ball. I'm waiting to hear back from Chad Candles. But as we can see, the behavior is questionable for that. All right. So no, that is fun. JT, the way you landed that. Let's go to, is Cal a member? Help me out, Steve.
I don't believe so.
Okay. If you are, Cal, I will check. Obviously do YouTube member reviews or YouTube member team reviews. If you are, I will look it up. But we appreciate you being in here. We know Legion is 4-5-7-2. So there must have been a massive QB run. He gets Goff as his first, then when Geno, Tua, Shador. So I do think he needed 4 there too. JT, Henry, Jacobs, Spears, Katron. That's a very strong running back room. Olave, Rome, DK Metcalf, Addison, Jacoby Myers, Diggs, and Shaheed. And then Warren and Strange. So I think another strong build of exactly what you needed to do. You needed to stop at 2 tight ends. You did need 4. Receivers are fine. Running backs exceedingly strong. That's great. So I think you played it smart. Your thoughts, Steve?
Agreed. I think you need 4 quarterbacks, and tight ends very strong with Warren and Strange. I actually like that tight end room a lot.
I'm guessing he might have gotten sniped on dimes because he had JT and Tyler Warren. Go ahead.
Yeah. I actually like how the quarterback room came together. Shador probably is playing at the end of the year. And,
okay. Thank you. Akel is a member. We will get to that next. Thank you.
Mike. Oh, yes.
I apologize. We will do that next.
So I think running back room is fine. I think receiver room, you kind of took Olave and then waited a little bit, but still 4 in the top 100 with Myers right after. So I think receiver is good. I think running back's fine, good. I think the 2 tight ends. So yeah, I think you need the 4 quarterbacks, and I think it works.
Yeah, and then structurally, you're fine at 2 tight ends, and yeah, really fun, strong running back room. Okay, Cal was at the 9-2-6-7-3, so he got Lamar, Dak. That's a very strong quarterback room. Thank you, Rudy. Hampton, Price, Mason, Jonah Coleman, Algier, and Kamara, who obviously is in the news with the contract extent, or that. Lamb, Flowers, so he's got those 2 stacked with the his first 2 receivers stacked with his two quarterbacks. Love that. And then T-Mac, Jaden Reed, Michael Pittman. Oh my God, Rudy, Elijah Surratt, and Rashad Bateman. So he kind of like stacked some later receivers along with Zay Flowers with Lamar, and then Ferguson. So he's got a double stack of Ferguson and Lamb with Dak. I love that. Goddard and AJ Barner. So I mean, it's a strong quarterback room. I think you got like an anchor build, but it's definitely guys with some projectable volume. And every room feels strong. I think this is a really solid team. Cal, what are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, Lamar, Dak is we're potentially talking 2 top 5 quarterbacks here. So that feels great, and why you can stop it too. They just need to stay healthy. I mean, these 2 guys, when they play, they're amazing. It's just they both have an injury risk, but you're betting on this team, that they stay healthy, and they're fantastic. Like you said, Hampton is like kind of an anchor, but Jadarian Price has an upside. We've heard the reports on Jordan Mason. I think Kamara is a nice pick. You're going to need some other things to go right in that running back room for it to be really good, but it should be above average at worst with Hampton alone. So receivers really strong, and then the tight ends were who again? I know Ferguson, but it was Ferguson, Goddard, and somebody.
Goddard,
Barner. I like Barner. I think Barner, he got a 10-pick fall on Barner. This guy really played well last year. He's such a good blocker. He's not leaving the field.
Legion giving me shit. Meg, must have been sniped on Danny Dimes with JT and Ward, skips over the DK Metcalf pick. Yeah, we still stacked it. We had Daddle and we got Jeremy Bernard. And if you're in a room with me, I'm taking him about 20 picks before ADP. So hashtag again, what movie is that from with Jason Sudeikis and Jennifer
We Are the Millers?
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah. No hashtag no regrets. No regrets. That's hysterical. No, I like this team, Cal. That's strong. All right, Steve, what should we do next? And can we do it on your account in case Rudy's bad, because I have a feeling he could potentially need to go out soon.
No, we can. Why not a fast puppy?
Okay. If people are down for a fast puppy, I'll let Steve bring over that. Steve gets to control the stick. This is new,
wild.
Guys. This is nuts. All right, I'm going to label while we're doing it. Rudy finally laid down, but I thought he had to go out. So that's why I was like, can you just in case? But let me label
to get Underdog up.
That was my BBM, 24th BBM. I'm letting myself do 1 BBM all by myself. I didn't even do it for May or April when it first opened, but I have a June BBM, a July BBM, and I have an August BBM. Other than that, it's all show stuff. So this wasn't BBM. What do
I don't know.
I'm losing my mind. I'm going to blame the bourbon on that one. So that was not a BBM. That was my July BBM. This was a Pug. So Pug, Steve. All right. Just let me know when to bring it over. I'm just labeling our Sibling Showdown.
What do you mean? I have it up.
Oh, do you? My bad. In case Rudy is bad, it's like saying in case tomorrow's Friday.
Fair.
I hope he goes to camp in 2 weeks.
He's gonna be so good after camp, guys.
Or 2 weeks. I hope after that. I love when Coolers was like, I'm gonna miss him eating the microphone.
Don't worry. I think that's still in the range of outcomes.
Can you handle the immense responsibility of a $5 draft? Oh my God. Thank you, Hallie, giving the Rudy gift. Rudy is starting to fall asleep now. I'll even give a Rudy gift. This chat is killing me. Oh my God. Look at Rudy sleeping in the corner. Are you being good finally? Yeah.
He's plotting.
What's that?
He's plotting.
I'm sure. Listening in case tomorrow's Friday. The bourbon is hit. I think everything's hysterical.
All right. I'm going to count down the fast puppy. I'm going to enter in 10 seconds. Entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter.
Mike was joking that I was going to crush a bottle of wine. I said, you know what? My brother's going to be drinking bourbon. Why not I drink bourbon too? Because I had the worst start to the Open today. Like someone tweeted about all these guys above par and like nobody's won above par in the Open or whatever. And I was like, yeah, pretty much everyone I played. Who Matt Fitzpatrick was like super chalk. He was +2. Wyndham Clark +3. Of course, my Jordan Spieth +3. It was a disaster today. You know who and I sent you some lineups, so you know this. You know who were some of my best plays? Like I played Molinari once. He's -3. Francesco Molinari, who did win an Open. Shout out the year after 2018, the year after Spieth won the Open. Yeah. He's one of my best golfers, and he was my cheapest and lowest owned golfer. But it was a bad day. So
we got the fifth spot.
Okay.
FK's in here at 8, Huheim's at 9, and Hallian at 11, and 0 at 12.
Love to see the friends and family. Love it.
So does Mike.
Yeah, Mike. I know. Shout out. Mike is the best. 0 with the Rudy emoji as well. Appreciate you guys giving Rudy the love even when he's naughty. But now he's sleeping.
What does chat think? Is Rudy going to be good after camp or not?
Yes, I believe Steve. You don't believe Steve? Come on. That's rude.
I don't have high hopes.
He's going to the same camp that Riggs and Mike Morris went to, and that helped them immensely. Do you not believe that he can do the same?
Well, I mean, Riggs still had some behavior.
Do not say any bad words about Riggins. He was the best. I mean,
you're saying that in front of Rudy?
Now you can't. I love all of my boys, my sweetie. What do you want to do here? I mean, you can get JT later now, but I'll do whatever you want to do. I would go McCaffrey actually, but you do whatever you want.
Let's take McCaffrey.
Oh, do you want to lay with me, or do you just want more bully sticks?
I need to update my best ball overlay. Let's see if I can get updated.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you. You got your little underbite out right now. Oh, look how sweet he is. He hasn't seen his mom drink in a while. I've been like a nun.
Have you?
Pretty much. I mean, my life's been pretty boring.
Do you see Huckleberry's comment?
Wait, hold on. I want to see that Rudy will come out the other side of New Man. Camp's work. I'm bullish on it. The camp will be out of business. We regretfully say we're closing the doors of our institution after the Shoup dogs. This is my third boxer that's gone there. I've sent all of not my first dog when I was young, but are we right next to 0?
No, 0's on the other side. He's at him and Hallian are neighbors.
Oh, gotcha. Rudy would pull up Jet deep to 5 because he knows ball. That's true, Hallie. That is true. Oh my God, wait, that's okay. Yeah, Hallie and Rudy are neighbors. That's that. Okay, I see that.
Hallie and Vera are neighbors, not Hallie and Rudy.
Whoopsies.
It's gonna be fun, guys.
You take control of this draft. Rudy will be the Bhayshul dude of dogs. Take that as you wish. That's not good. Coolers based on our rankings.
Those are fighting words.
The Huckleberry comment is hysterical. Oh my God. Oh, now he's just cuddling with me on the chair. You are so sweet when you're not bad. It's amazing. All right. I've had fun drinking bourbon with you tonight, Steve. Have you had fun drinking bourbon with me?
I've had fun as well.
All right. What do you want to do here?
I mean, I'm fine kind of what the board takes us. AJ Brown, Brock Bowers, London.
Yeah. Can do a little more Bowers
my percentages uploaded. And this does, I think, include pre-draft. I didn't separate it out, but
it does include pre-draft.
Yeah. You want to go Bowers here?
Yeah, let's go Bowers since AJ Brown went. Yeah. He and Colston Loveland are the one that I want to have like 10%. I'm not going to be anything crazy, but I'm fine with like 8 to 10%. and I need more because I'm only at like 6% on them. I think actually I posted my percentages. I might be a little bit over the field, like 8 or 9% on Bowers.
Yeah.
This is basically turned into a neat. Well, it's not because it's cold still, but it's all my ice melted. You know me, I just keep pumping ice in there. For all the bourbon drinkers in chat, do you just keep throwing ice? Are you guys neat on the rocks?
I will, like, you know me, I can't really do it. I needed it cold. I know. Like, maybe if the bourbon was cold, I could do it neat, quote unquote neat. I
know. I can't
I just don't do room temperature well.
I know. It's like it's getting warmer. Oh, Emo's in chat. Cheers for Emo. Give me cheers.
Emo, sorry, she's drunk. But always good to see Emo.
It's always good to see Emo. I was in for part of their shout out Toxic Tower, their Discord, their YouTube memberships is a must get. Yeah, absolutely love Emo and the boys. Did Bowers at 112 in the Poodle? Oh, like I do think that's fun to like pull up guys in a particular contest and just be like, for this particular contest, I'm super overweight. This guy. I know who Hames did that last year.
We're on the clock. What do you want to do?
I'm really on my toes. Shit.
I think love. There is a fall here.
No. I hate.
There's a fall.
All right. I'd like Kyron better than Love.
I do too.
That is a big fall. All right. I think Arizona's
I have Kyron ranked one spot ahead of Love, but it's like, when else are you getting Love at 29? Like typically he's going 25 or 26. So
Steve, I almost started singing "What's Love Got to Do with It." You know how bad of a singer.
Yikes!
It's so bad.
We want viewers.
He says no drama here. Like Evo, I told this story to Steve on stream, of course, with the liquid courage. I literally said that I would be a mediator because I was like, so Emo and Steve should have meetings because I was like, Emo's Steve in this situation. I'm BBG. However, I was not on BBG's side. I actually was like, ooh, this is making me look inward, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a good thing. And so he says, Emo sober, I drink. So anyways, but they didn't need it. They're good. And that I love to hear. But Steve and I have been in about 100 of those fights over our 17 years of working together. The face you made was very, do you want to share anything?
100 seems low.
I am a little dramatic like BBG. I love BBG, but I've got a lot of BBG energy. And I need to be more on time. And that, so I was looking inward. Cheers.
No, obviously love both Emo and BBG.
Yeah. He said it's not the tower if it's not toxic. Absolutely. Just glad you guys are good and love the tower. And again, shout out their YouTube memberships. I mean, get both the Fanspeak fam and the Toxic Tower membership. Both offer so much good stuff. But their freaking Discords, hysterical, elite, entertaining. Their YouTube member shows, which they had tonight, is awesome. So yeah, yeah, Boogie Team Emo. Good. It's all love and love is messy. That is true. That is true. Our sibling love is sometimes. We've done better over the last few years. Those first couple years in business. Whew.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories to share? I shared the one where I kicked a chair at you.
You did. You did.
Do you have any other good ones? Any bangers? Scatabo.
Okay. I didn't even need to ask.
You only have 17% that's criminal. It's awful.
Oh, he got taken. Who do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Oh my God.
Let's go Monty.
Terry. We have 2 running backs. Let's go Terry. I actually need more Terry.
No, let's go Terry.
Okay. Steve is well adjusted, being above the drama. I always say you remind me of like Evan Silva as far as like you don't get, but like you just don't get into any of that kind of stuff. But as far as like our drama that we've definitely had.
Well, one story.
Do you have any good stories?
One story I could share is this was years ago.
Story one time they kicked a chair at me.
This was years ago when I, was like running out your basement and living with you, and I did have a deadline, but I also developed a kidney stone, and I was in horrendous pain, like beyond belief, horrendous pain. It was real bad. And so early in the morning, and Meg is not an early morning person,
No.
I go up and I knock on her door, and
we're
her first dog, Gibbs, who loved me.
Steve, we're on the clock. Devontae. Devontae, or if you want to do Henderson.
Let's do Devontae. No, Devontae's right.
We need to catch up the receiver.
But anyways, I told Meg that I need to go to the hospital. I've never been in this much pain. And I didn't sleep a wink. This makes
me sound really shitty. Now, I'm going
to go ahead. I didn't sleep a wink. I was in so much pain. And your first question to me was, did you get the deadline done?
Well, you woke me up in a dead sleep, though. In my defense, now, I will take this one. I again, in watching their fight, I was like, there were some things that I need to look inward and be better. And I will take that one that I was absolutely in the wrong. But in my,
I legitimately thought my appendix burst. I thought
I know. In hindsight,
and Meg goes, because I was doing mock drafts, and she said, "Did you get the mock draft done?" I was like, no, I was in excruciating pain.
First of all, I've never had kidney stones. I don't know how bad they were. As a W for Omega, I've since heard a lot of war stories about kidney stones and know how bad they suck. And I was woken up from a dead sleep. However, that is no excuse. Hand up. That was so fucked up that I first said, "Did you get your deadline done?" That was really fucked up. So I am sorry, but that is a good story.
Yeah.
There's like a gazillion more. But that is fair.
So luckily it was not an appendix, but that's what I thought. I had such excruciating pain, and I was like, "Oh my God, I think my appendix burst."
And who was such a good sister at the hospital then, once I finally realized the severity of the situation?
You were, and I will say, your dog Gibbs was a good caretaker. He laid by my side the entire time.
Oh, he was, yeah. He definitely, I think, but that was when I was in my I was like the teen mom of dog moms back then. Didn't you call me I was did you say I was literally the mom from 8 Mile or something?
Yeah.
I mean, she does drugs and shit, right? Yeah, I've never seen 8 Mile. I never have done drugs. Well, just pot, but I've never done drugs. I just was always drunk and partying and that kind of stuff. So Steve would end up taking care of my dog, and Gibbs loved you, I think, a little bit more than me. That sounds awful. Had my appendix out and lasted 20 hours before removal. Oh my God, that sounds so awful. Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've since, at that point I had not heard, but I heard it is like getting stabbed, like Coolers just said. Yeah, so before Steve created, just pick whoever, I don't care.
Oh, Jaden goes, where do you want to go?
Do we have any
you want to just take a quarterback and...
No, just do Pollard and get a third. I don't know. I don't even know what number we're at, Steve. I'm a little drunk.
Okay.
I don't even know.
I should not ask you with the bourbon going.
I fully give you permission to go for it on this one. Mock draft. This was in the infancy of Fanspeak before Steve had brilliantly created the first mock draft simulator that everybody else copied. And we crushed it. Drink if you've heard that story before, because I tell it all the time. But my brilliant brother created the very first mock draft simulator, on the clock mock draft simulator in 2013 that everybody else copied. Before that, to get views, Steve would do mock drafts 4 times a week and would get a lot of traffic for that on Fanspeak. So that's what was that, right? Wasn't, I mean, it was like Walter Football, who his website blows, but what's the deal with Dak? Oh my God, he is a muscle. He literally looks like, he says it looks like an NFL Blitz character. He literally looks like, well, that's a show. Did you say?
I said that's a good shout.
Oh my God. I swear to God, I go deaf when I drink now. Am I talking loud actually?
Kind of.
Probably. He literally looks like what are those superhero movies like Marvel?
Yeah.
His muscles are ginormous.
Do you want to take Jalen Hurts and then we can maybe get Goddard later?
Yeah, if he fell, yeah. Yeah, and then we could just go 2 tight ends with Bowers and Goddard. They're different by, right?
Yep.
Wait, this is like a Jaws scene before the Indianapolis speech shows your scars. Oh my God. I am so thankful I haven't had appendix issues. I have heard that they are like, unwalkable levels of pain. If I finally had to be taken out.
And that's why I thought it was, because I was like looking up online. I was like, I'm in so much pain.
Back then, did we even have websites back then? No, we did.
What? You're literally
like
talking about us
or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, I've heard appendix is so bad, but I've heard kidney stones are so bad. Vegas, Kathy Bates, and
this was the greatest comment.
Steve forces to mock draft where he gets the hammer to the ankles. Oh my God.
Yep.
Pick whoever. I don't care. Vegas Meg would say that.
This is my life.
Fanspeak drinking game and bingo card. Ooh, that is a fun idea. I like this. I mean, I don't want to peek behind the curtain. What are you laughing at now?
FK's comment.
Am I talking about Vegas Meg? That is Vegas Meg. She's so fun. I miss her. Baltimore Meg.
That's for Mega. Do you know what that's from?
Put mock draft in the bucket or gets the hose again. I know that's. Give me a hint.
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We should do fancy drinking game bingo card. Okay, so that actually good segue. Still can be professional. When we hit 1250 YouTube subscribers, we need like 120 more. I think we're almost at. I can't do math, Steve. 1130.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. When we hit 1250, I think give or take, we need like 120 more. If we hit it before the NFL season, we will do a 12-hour stream. We will do a Fanspeak drinking game with a bingo card. Shout out Emo Cowboy. There we go.
Meg, I have a question. How do you think you would do on this season's? Because Bernie has dumbed it down by week.
Oh my God. I'm still so bad. I would be so bad at Jeopardy.
What do you want to do? Like worthy?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. The straps. What do we got? So wait, okay. I'm going to try lock in. So we have a 1-3-3-1.
Yep.
You said we try to get Goddard with.
That'd be the idea.
All right, let's definitely get another. We're up in like 6. Let's at 101. Let's try to get like Pittman or Pearsall. Those are my favorite receivers there. And then we got to think through other quarterback stacks. Who are the receivers? Can you go back to the thingy?
All right. Receivers would be Pearsall, Pittman, Jacoby Myers, Michael Wilson. In that range.
Yeah, Pearsall or Pittman are my two faves.
I think Gainwell, Dobbins are also viable.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brooks.
Steve, Jesus, take the wheel. You do whatever you want.
Oh my!
I'm feeling at Basketball Jeopardy in the comments. Bernie is effing my hay. It's hard. It is hard.
I mean, no, the questions are great, especially like, and this is what's so great about the Fanspeak guide. I think we're going to go Pearsall here.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that he's incorporated a lot of questions from the Fanspeak guide.
Actually, I'm going to do Pittman just because that opens up another stack.
Well, yeah. I love that stack. The Staff Jeopardy is hard because you either know it or you don't really know content. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, and Emo, I knew you were so busy with the competition, working full time. I didn't ask you, but like to do Jeopardy because like it's hard. It's like
yeah.
They have so many time commitments and stuff like that. So, but we are down to the quarterfinals now, and I've almost scheduled all the quarterfinals. So it starts next week with, I lost it. Jim Waller and Neil. Jim Waller and Neil next Wednesday, quarterfinals.
Oh, that would be good. A Flannelverse battle.
Yeah, that's why I said to Bernie, we wanted to put like the highest versus lowest scores. But they was like in the tiers. And I was like, let's also like combine people that kind of know each other a little. My Def when I drink sips right after. Yeah. But no, Basketball Jeopardy is still hard. I'd be awful at it. Yeah, I couldn't make it most of the time. Yeah, I think it's so fun to watch. I would be awful at it. But yeah, it's such a time commitment because if you win, you have to keep going. God bless guys like Herzig. I did like the emails today, like I'd already set up Neal and Waller, and then I was doing the other quarterfinal emails and trying to like mix them around. And it's Herzig and shout out emo Tom Strachan. I was like, can you do daytime? He's like, I can do daytime. And he answered me back right that like he is on the ball. My prediction is Herzig takes it down. I love that Herzig's like, he was like, you could ask for more money from Underdog. He wants us like he's got it for those site credits. No,
and seriously, shout out to Justin Herzig. Like he's also jumped in chat sometimes with it. Like he, I really appreciate him for taking it seriously and being into it. So he's such a great guy, such a great like ambassador for best ball for sure.
Oh yeah. More than Liam, am I right? And if Emo's still here, he'll agree with me.
I was waiting for that. Where do you want to go, Stafford?
A T on the softball. Or whoa, did I say a T on the softball? Softball on the T.
Wow.
Ball on the T.
Stafford here.
Sure, go for it. Send it.
Send it in, Jerome.
I did not see this being a drunk stream. I really didn't. I was like, I blame Mike Robb. Mike Robb, I love you, but you were like, I tweeted about how bad my open results were. And I was like, he was like, there's wine's not safe in Baltimore. And I was like, you know what? Actually, Steve drinks whiskey with me a lot. I'm just going to pour a little whiskey. And we see how that went.
Yeah.
Fish in a barrel, my friend tells a fish before the barrel. Herzig feels ready. Yeah. Absolutely ready.
And I agree with Huheim's comment. Nice and blunt. Because I thought Huheim's was such a favorite there. And I think nice and blunt stole the board and did not give it up.
Yeah, I'm sorry for people who are sober. This must be so annoying because I'm like, I think I just poured 3 fingers and did it go down. Which great gift, by the way.
Bourbon is pretty damn good.
Look at Rudy right now. He doesn't need training.
Okay.
Thank you, Hartman, with the Rudy emoji. Steve, you don't even have to put my name on this team. I've not participated at all, other than keeping up with the chat.
Let me do. I like Coker here.
What do you think about Higgins? He's one I'm actually like kind of like I feel like I need more.
Yeah, I'm right about with the field, like 7.8%. I hate to do this, but I need to run to the bathroom. This is having a couple of bourbons. You talk about something fun.
Well, how are you going to do? When do we come back up? You better put some people in the queue.
Yes.
Go quick. Nice and blunt is no. He was really, really good. If Steve doesn't come back, at least it's just a $5 puppy. You guys will get some EV. I'm not legally obligated to talk about 3 fingers outside of Toxic Tower Discord. That's fair. And again, shout out Toxic Tower Discord, Fanspeak, Toxic Tower memberships, Fanspeak fan YouTube memberships. You can get both, and I highly recommend both. But the Toxic Tower Discord is so fun. Their YouTube memberships are so fun. If you're not already in it, I highly, highly, highly recommend. Shout out to them. As a former bartender, I salute the efforts. Yeah, he broke the seal. Yeah, no. And Steve and I aren't young either. We're in our 40s. Does anybody watch Nate Bargatze comedy? Nate Bargatze is well, I also love Nikki Glazer because she's also like in my age range and she's just hysterical. But Nate Bargatze comedy, he does so much comedy about like life in your 40s and then like parents in your 70s, which Steve and I can relate to. So he is absolutely on point for everything I was talking about Nate Bargatze comedy in your 40s. I love the thing about like going to the doctor in your 40s when he was like, before your 40s, they're like, what are you doing? Leave us alone. And after he's like, we're going to shut the door. We're going to get after this shit. Do you pee at night? Yeah. W for Omega knows. Yeah. Do you get up to go to the bathroom at night? How much is a lot? I absolutely love Nate Bargatze.
So Huheim stole our guy. I get it. Dallas Goedert. We could go Chig, or we take our third quarterback, not named Rodgers.
Yeah, mix it up. Not Rodgers this time. You go for it. Why don't you take Travis Hunter? No.
Actually, no. I'll take Travis Hunter.
Okay. Emo's, yeah, I thought you were into comedy. Emo, I feel like I've heard you talk about comedians. I could be wrong on that. Nate is very funny. I don't vibe with him as much. Probably just an age thing. Or
Emo, who are some of your favorite comedians? Because I'm way more into comedy than Meg.
I have always been into comedy. I used to go to the DC Improv like all the time. When I thought I've heard him talk about going to comedy shows. I used to go to the DC Improv. Look at Rudy just laying on my back all the time when I first got out of college. We went to a couple actually, you and some of my friends went. DS, what is going on? I mean, I might pass out if I do another trip. Yes, the coffee and cream bit. W for Omega. Okay, so W for Omega loves Bargatze. He has 4 comedy specials now between Amazon and Netflix. Highly recommend all of them. But actually those first 2 on Netflix, I think are goated. The one actually during COVID, because that's when he had just turned. Great. Yeah, because he's my college roommate, Kristen, is literally his birthday same year, exact same day, exact same age. He is my exact same age. So so to Tyler's point, I know I knew he was into comedy and stuff like that. They're comedians. I do think some of his stuff about the age stuff is so relatable when you were I am literally his exact same age. You're 3 years away. So I do think that's related, but some of his stories, remember, those first, do you think his first 2 specials were the best?
Yeah. I mean, I think they've all been good, but his first one,
that one about the coffee, that one about the
first one was about the airplane and all that. That was his wife flying and all that. That was hysterical. But no, he's great. There's a lot of great comedians out there.
Okay, so Emo's answering your question, Steve. Gillis, Dan Soder. Okay.
Oh God, yeah. So I mean, Emo.
Can you read them because I don't know.
Dan Soder, Stavros Halikas, Rainy Feltface, Godfrey. Recently,
I know Godfrey.
Jamarcus Horsey. I'm not familiar with the last one, but clearly probably a fan of Tires. Shane Gillis and Stavros is in that as well.
Have you watched all of Tires? I haven't watched it yet. Should I watch it?
It's hysterical. Yeah,
it's
like an R-rated Office is what it is.
So you think I'd like it?
Yeah, I mean it's much more raunchy, but it's pretty hysterical.
Okay, so it's more raunchy than Office, but Tom Segura used to be funny. Yeah, do you find that too? I love that from the Tom Brady roast when Nikki Glazer was roasting Tom Segura and the other guy takes his shirt off. She was like, "I'm just kidding. I love your joke." When
I think Segura is pretty funny. Bert Kreischer is a little hit or miss, but Segura, I think some of his stuff is hysterical. Some is off. Kind of Andrew Schultz is kind of the same. His latest special, I thought was really good.
He was in the Tom Brady. That's how I was introduced to him, was the Tom Brady roast. I was introduced to, and then you introduced me. Well, when I was depressed last spring after Riggs passed away, you introduced me to, what's that? Killed Tony or whatever?
Tony Hinchcliffe, yeah.
Yeah, because I just watched the Tom Brady roast. And I was like, who's this Tony? And we watched some Kill Tony episodes to try to make me laugh. Because, the Shane Gillis special. So
Shane Gillis is the funniest. I mean,
oh my God, when he does the Trump impressions, oh my God. Why is Segura not, just pick whoever you want?
I don't think his last couple specials have been as good.
Oh, okay.
Some of his early stuff was insanely good.
Tom Segura?
Yeah.
Are they all on Netflix?
I think so. And he does a podcast with his wife, who's a comedian. She's pretty funny also.
Oh, she's a hoot. What's her name?
Did you say she's a hoot?
I said, she's a comedian. What's her name? That's what I thought I said in my head. I don't know what came out of my mouth.
Did you say she's a hoot? We're going to go Dalton Schultz here. Christina P. is her name.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it. Okay. Jamarco is a big YouTube guy, theater kid.
Okay. I'll have to look him up.
Okay. Yeah. No, Steve is definitely. I mean, do you remember that I had a VHS tape of comedy?
I do.
Okay, so let's not say Bert and Tom. I enjoy. Tom specials used to kill me. Still good, but a little drop off. Okay, got it.
I think he's funny with his wife.
I like talking comedy. This
and
is
you
fun.
know what's his wife? They have their own YouTube network. Actually, Jamie Lynn Siegler and Rob, what's his name from Sopranos, brother and sister.
Nice, Emo. Appreciate you.
They have a show on their network. Like they're friends with Tom and Christina P. It's pretty funny.
Wait, who has a show on their network?
Jamie Lynn Siegler and Rob. I can't remember his name.
Oh, from Sopranos?
Yeah, brother and sister in Sopranos. They have a show on there.
How's our team turning out?
What's that?
How's our team turning out? I haven't paid attention.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's take Aaron Rodgers here at around ADP. How did that work out?
How's that possible? Happen? Wait, you don't have anybody? Oh, you got Pittman.
I'm Pittman.
Look at that. Look at that. Okay, just an announcement. DS has joined BBM, needs 4 more for BBM. Good to see you, DS. I think I said that earlier, but I can't remember. Appreciate you. The bourbon hit strong tonight. Yep. I don't think I ate a lot today.
Oh, God.
See, I mean, let's plan a Vegas meetup. Who wants to go to Vegas?
What's going on?
Coolers does Vegas make things from my, going to Vegas and saying I'm so fun there.
Okay.
Speaking of, shout out Toxic Tower. Cullen asked if we were going to do any FFPC. Did I land the plane there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, he said, I would watch you and Steve if you do. I think he's really into, he's done some FFPC with BBG. And I think he's really into that. And I do think, I mean, a lot of the high stakes guys, like obviously like Crane and Pete and all them do the FFPC. I was like, I would do FFPC for the draft part, but I'm not managing a team. What if I'm just kicking around ideas here for content. What if we did like a fun FFPC? I'm a part of the draft. We have a fun FFPC and we make Brad, our cousin, manage the team. Or you manage the team.
I mean, I think Brad would be a good call, but
Brad loves that stuff. Our cousin loves like waivers.
You're just putting this out there for him. Yeah.
What did I do? I didn't like dox him or anything, did I?
No, but you're putting it out there on the internet. Hey, Rudy looks ridiculous right now.
But, he's absolutely ridiculous. Hi.
Yeah, I mean, it's something if you want to talk to Brad about. Yeah.
Well, we're going to the beach in like 2 weeks when Rudy goes to camp. Look at him taking over my office chair. Okay.
Does Rudy need camp?
Does anybody understand why Rudy can't be a part of the CBS shows in the fall?
I don't know why.
Do you remember the time where you busted out of the crate and they were like, we're going live in 3, 2, and I was like, Poof, and I was like, oh, wait, my dog just broke out of the crate. Did I say Brad?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't even think I got, you know how some people do get an, I have one friend from like Buffalo that gets like a real like Western New York accent when she's drunk. Brad. Anyways, we see Brad in 2 weeks. I think like you, me, and Brad could do a draft and then we just make Brad do all the work. Well, I said to Cullen, I said, I would do it if Steve did all like the maintenance of it because I'm not touching that. Like, I dogs are too. Let's get it all out. Everybody knows when people are like, I'm like, I live in Baltimore. Dog Rudy. I don't know. No, what? I was like, oh yeah, we could, that would be like a fun, if we did like a higher stakes, like draft to do like on our channel with our cousin, leaning into the family stuff. It's great. But I want, and I was like, oh yeah, Cullen. I was like, if I can get Steve to manage it. And I was thinking, who would love to manage it is Brad.
Jesus.
It's Brad.
Yikes.
Do you think Brad watches?
I hope not.
Tell me how our team's going. I'm not paying attention.
I have no idea. Do we go eighth receiver here or no?
Let me me see. We did go heavy running back out of the gates.
I'm going to go Dontavian Wicks.
Over Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh, we have Tuck. Oh, we have. Wait, did you stack? Oh, yeah, we have Pittman. Hurts, Stafford, Rodgers. Okay, so they're all stacked, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think we just tack on one running back.
So what are the numbers? Is it like 3, 4?
3, 4, 8, 2.
So 3, 5, 8, 2. Oh, yeah, with Bowers. Of course you did Schultz. Oh. But you don't even have to put my name on this because I was not a very good participant. However,
Chat, rate how good of a participant he was.
Let me see if anybody will participate. How good of... What should I do? The rankings of parties?
Just grades, like A, B, C, D, or F.
Was Meg in... I could grade myself. It's terrible.
Names comment.
C. I'll say CD. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, I lost it. Hold on, I'll try it again.
Yikes. This is bad, guys.
I blame you for you handle your whiskey better than me. I'm going to say B.
God, we're still doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine I'm going to get a C or D. It wasn't formatted. I've got a boxer laying on my back right now. All right. If you think I got an A in participating in this draft and I need I rated Brad. Say the alphabet backwards. Let me see if I can do that. If you think I get an A and I should be a part of this team, or B if it makes the finals, put 1A, 2B, 3C/D, or 4F. Do a field sobriety test on the stream.
It would not go well.
Look at this. Hold on.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that, please.
Touching the on thing. I've never had to do a field sobriety test. If anybody's wondering, make very good decisions outside my home. Let's look at Rudy laying on my back. Hi, bud. You goofball. I would say the field sobriety test would be a big fail on my part.
Yeah.
Everybody could take a guess. I just barely ate anything today.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Last pick here. What do you want to do?
I thought you were doing a fifth running back. No? Look at Rudy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Hey, crazy. Braylon.
Braylon. Yeah.
Rudy. See, you guys should get us to sobriety for quitters mainly. You guys, yeah, thank you. Coolers wants to give me an A so I can be named on this team. You guys should help get us to 1250, which you guys, if you're in this stream, you are, and we are you are loyal, and we love you, and we appreciate you. Thank you. But help us get to 1250, and you'll get a drunken stream like this later this summer, right? You know,
absolutely.
Oh my God, I've gotten multiple A's.
Yeah, it's 2 of 3, so calm down. Oh,
Chad Candles right in the back. Chad Candles is supposed to be my friends at best ball, but I gave him very late notice, and I am not sure. Let's see. We're just gonna have to set up a stream, and if he can make it, he can't. If not, Rudy's gonna have to be the old guest. I don't know. What do you think I should do? So he wrote me. You tell me what to do. He wrote me. I did not do a good job saying up early, but I have some fun guests lined up. Does anybody want to hear? I can shut down I win. It's all love for you too. Love you, DS. Love you. Appreciate you. Hope your BBM's going well. Okay, so everybody thinks I should be a part of
2 of 3 people.
The team. So I'm just saying. So I messaged Chad Candles, and he got back to me at 8 o'clock and was like, oh, I just saw this. No worries if you got someone else. What time are you thinking? I was like, no worries. It's last minute. It's awesome if you could join. I could do noon or 1 or earlier after your show. What would work best for you? But I still haven't heard. So what do I do? Do I just set up a show for 1 if he wants to join? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd set up a show for like 1, I guess.
I mean, I could honestly just get, Rudy, lay down. Rudy was going to be my guest, but as we can see, this is a disaster.
Yeah, that's going real well.
Lay down. Text back Vegas Meg. Vegas Meg stays up all night. Listen, I really want to watch Spieth at like 1 o'clock tomorrow. I could like message him tonight and just be like, I'm going to set up for noon if you can make it. If not, but then what do I put on the thumbnail? But I didn't announce. I've got some good guests coming. So I'm confirming with Emo, who was in chat earlier, for next Friday, hopefully. We'll see. Fingers crossed on that. And then the following Friday, Jacob Sanderson. Boom. And then I have some other good feelers out.
Okay, guys, let's review this draft. I think Meg needs to go night. So here's the board for Mike.
How impressed do you think our mother is of me right now?
So impressed.
I'd say a D or an F if we could do the rankings. Go ahead. Let it rip.
What do you think of this team, Meg, since you're such a big part of it?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. Running back room of Christian McCaffrey, Jeremiah Love, Tony Pollard, Sean Tucker, and Braylon Allen.
Okay.
Receiver room, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, Xavier Worthy, Michael Pittman Jr., Jalen Coker, Travis Hunter, Jalen Naylor, Dontavian Wicks, and then tight end room of Bowers and Schultze.
Like, don't love. I mean, it's like a lot of there's some guys I like, but you did end up stacking. I know we were going for Goddard. Good pick on whoever took Goddard. Still 3-5-8-2. Obviously, you only needed 2 with Bowers, but that does like add, we maybe waited a little too long, but we still were able to stack, but it was a little iffy on, the Hurts stack. But I mean, that doesn't matter as much since he's a running quarterback. So like, not love. So B.
Okay. Let's go to FK's team. 3-5-8-2. May, Willis, Daniel Jones, JT.
Oh, I had to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Core said this was a good time. This was a good time.
Oh, God.
Little something for Rudy. Rudy peanut butter and bully sticks fun. Thank you, Coolers. That means a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We love that. Thank you. Very, very grateful for that. Rudy is very grateful for that too. He does need a lot of peanut butter and bully sticks, but thank you. Go ahead.
Meg, pick one. All right. So this is FK's team. Speaking of May, Willis, Daniel Jones, running back room, JT, Henry, Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving, Ramondre Stevenson, Brian Robinson, receiver room, Waddle, Addison, Michael Wilson, Romeo Doubs, Khalil Shakir, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Surratt, Darnell Mooney, tight end room, McBride, and Dulcich.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I would just comment on it.
Yeah, you go for it.
No, I think there's a lot of upside at the quarterback room.
Danny Dimes and JT. I like it.
Yep, nailed it. JT Henry is such a fun start. Yeah. Bucky and Stevenson, like if Bucky's wrong, you're still kind of covered with Stevenson as a third. Kind of went like very late receiver build, only technically 2 in the top 100, but Wilson and Dubs pretty soon after, Shakir, Deebo, Surratt, Mooney. I think there's enough there, particularly if Mooney gets a bigger role, Surratt can get a role, Deebo gets a landing spot. So I think you're fine. You end up being fine at receiver. And then, McBride, Dulcich, I think is totally fine. And Dulcich, of course, stacked with Willis. So, running back and quarterback, I think, and tight end with McBride are going to need to carry you a bit. I don't think you're going to get a ton of flex out of your receiver room, but I think that's fine with Bucky
That's
and
a really
Ramondre.
strong running back room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Coolers. He said best review I've ever got. Thank you, Meg. No, but I'm serious. I'm weighing in now. I like it.
Okay.
I do.
This is Huhaim's team 2583. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray.
Is he on Team Kyler with you?
I think he's okay at that price, as far as I know.
Yeah. No, it went
Chase
12.
Brown, Tuten, Chuba, Brooks. So he did what you always say. He handcuffed the room, Meg.
Yeah. No, especially those two. I like that.
And then I think taking Alvin Kamara now, Alvin Kamara, I think 2 months from now is going to go at least in the 150s. So I think you're just getting a couple of rounds of value right now. Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, I think very strong top 4. Juwan Jennings, who, with Kyler and a fall on him, Antonio Williams, a fall on him, Jalen Noel, and Torrey Horton. So, went 8 receivers, top 4 you feel really good about. Jennings, Williams, you're getting some value. Noel, Horton, second-year guys, you're hoping for kind of breakouts. And then 3 tight ends, Andrews, Goddard, and Juwan Johnson. I mean, that turns into a very strong tight end room, and you wait till pick 129 to start.
Steve,
so
why didn't we take Goddard early?
Meg, he took Goddard 1 pick past ADP. Like, 2 picks ahead of us. Like, we weren't going to take Goddard 10 picks ahead of ADP.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I do. I like that team for games.
Hagen in here, 3-5-8-2. Herbert, Nix, Bryce Young, 3 starting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think all at solid values and prices.
Double anchor, love it.
Yeah, Genty, Kenneth Walker, I think Rashard White, Woody Marks, Jonah Coleman. Fine 5 RB room. Ladd, Tedero McMillan, Rome, Sutton, 4 in the top 100. Diggs, who the moment he signs is going up around 2, 3, 4 rounds, depending on where he signs. And then Ridley.
Are you worried about if he signs with Washington? Washington's just
no. I think that's like one of his best outcomes. Like, he signs with Washington. Why is he not going where Ricky Pearsall's going? Like number 2 receiver?
No, Steve. Guys, my rankings are up on Substack. That's crazy. No.
Meg, if he signs with Washington, he is going in the top 100. There's no question on that.
No.
Yeah. Why is he not?
I don't think Washington's going to be a good offense this year. Are we worried about? I'm going to ask a serious question right now. And this, in typical when people are drinking, goes on tangents. Are we worried about Hurts and Jaden and the whole, like, we're going to be learning to be like a lot more under center? Like, it's like, I get the premise of that and like what being under center opens up for play action. I totally get that. But like, are we worried that that's not as easy as a transition as it may seem? I'm a little worried.
I mean, the same would apply to Dart. The same would apply to some other guys.
Dart's going to be more under center?
Well, like Dart last year, Dart had never taken this, like he had 7 snaps or something. It was some, I mean, that's Mendoza.
Oh, from old bets. Okay. Yeah.
Like Dart last year had almost never taken snaps under center. And, he. Okay.
I can get behind going ahead of Worthy, but not Ricky P and Pittman. If he goes ahead of Worthy, I'm fine with that, but not.
Okay. But I think Zero's point is they're all going to be good wide receiver 2s in various offenses is the point.
Okay, so I get that it's more efficient. I'm just worried, are they going to be able to make the transition? Legion says, I'm not worried about it for Hurst and Jaden since they're vets. I'm concerned with it for Mendoza. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it is like Mendoza.
These are stuff that stuff to think about.
But that's my point. That's why I brought up Dart last year. Like, I wouldn't say they were, I'd have to look at the exact numbers, how much they were under center, but they were under center enough. Way more than he ever was in his entire collegiate career. And, it was fine. So,
okay. I just had
to Zero's point, Worthy is ahead of Ricky. So, all right, back to Hallian's.
My favorite team. It's my favorite receiver in that area. I just think we're going to look back and wonder why the hell Pittman was going so late. Don't you agree?
I mean, I think there's
like
a number
if you
of
line I love like Pittman, Ricky, Worthy. Okay, Diggs if he's with Washington. Like I think when it's all said and done, and I know I'm so bullish on Steelers, yada, like Pittman is just going way too late.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Do you know what Howie's point is?
Wait, what did he say? What does he mean?
Because I was trying to review his team and you keep interrupting.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Hallie. I'm sorry. Look, Hallie is a Substack sub, Fanspeak fam. We love you, Hallie. I'm so sorry. But I agree with zero. Okay, back to Hallie's team. Sorry. All
right. Hallie, 3582, Herbert, Nix, Young, Genty, Kenneth Walker, Rashard White, Woody Marks, Jonah Coleman, Lad McConkey, Tedero McMillan, Adunze, Sutton, Diggs. This is what brought up the drunken tangent from Meg. Calvin Ridley, Pat Bryant, Devon Vele, and then 2 tight ends, Tyler Warren and Gunnar Helm. So Meg, do you have an opinion on this team beyond Diggs?
Okay, so I like her. Scroll down really quick. Herbert. No, too fast. I love Herbert and Nix. Who was his third quarterback?
Bryce Young.
Yeah, I love Herbert and Nix.
They're all stacked up.
Yeah, and I love that they're all stacked up. Double anchor, love it. Diggs, good value. Like no. I love Hallie's drafts. I've seen them in Discord, and then you can definitely do 2 tight ends with that. So 3582 is perfect. Love it. Love it. No, I'm being serious, and it's not just because he's a subscriber and I appreciate him. I really like it.
And because you're drunk.
Yeah, that too.
All right, let's go to Zero's team 3573. Trevor Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Mendoza. Get a little Fallen Mendoza also.
That's what this is Zero's team?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said I did a 0 team. Hopefully Meg likes it. Yeah, drunk reviews are top tier. I 100% agree. So yeah.
James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Kenyon Gainwell, Tyrone Tracy, Tyler Algier, Mekembuka, Mike Evans, Brian Thomas, Marv, Trey Tucker, Denzel Boston, and Christian Kirk, a wide receiver, and then your guy George Kittle with Kate Otten and Michael Mayer.
You know what's such a shame when I was looking up the exposures? I only have like 6%, like all said and done with George Kittle. I make this big stand, but like I only have like now I need to take more to like really lean into it. But no, I really like this team a lot. And I'm not just, but yeah, I mean, a Lawrence Purdy start does help. And they're both stacked with who? Lawrence Purdy. I know Kittle and who else with Lawrence and Purdy?
Lawrence with Brian Thomas and Evans, Mendoza with Trey Tucker.
Yeah, and Evans and Kittle. Yeah, no, I like this team a lot. I mean, I'll ignore the Tracy. I'll ignore it. But no, I like this team a lot.
All right, that's the last team.
All right. This has been fun. Did you think I could even get to this page?
Not sure.
Our mom and dad watch our shows, and I would just like to say, I haven't drank in like 3 or 4 weeks. So I blame that. And we're having fun, and the people love it. I'd just like to say that. Thank you for ignoring Tracy. Eyes are closed. No, we appreciate whether you're watching live or on replay. We appreciate each and every one of you. Sorry, I was overserved. And when I say overserved, I just mean one strong, very strong pour.
Yeah.
But I had fun drinking bourbon with my brother, which I always do. I had fun with you all in chat, drafting live with you. We talked fades. We did a pug. We did a fast puppy. We did reviews. It was a blast. I love hanging out with our Fanspeak fam. This has been amazing. Had some good chats about comedy and drinks and bourbon and all the other good Vegas Meg topics. Our fights in the past. I forgot about when you had kidney stones. That is a big shame on me. Rudy finally settled down, so I'll give a quick Rudy cam for those who, look at that. I mean, How cute is that, Steve? Yeah. So Rudy was eating my hand, had like 2 bully sticks, 3 peanut butter Kongs, if anybody at home is counting. But now has settled down, had some good jokes about Rudy at camp. I mean, we covered it all, Steve. I had a blast.
We did. It was a good night.
Yeah. Good night. Good time with the Fanspeak fam. Final thoughts for you.
No, appreciate everyone for jumping in, the drafts, for chatting, for enjoying the chaos. And I hope everyone has a good rest of the night.
And yeah, as far as Friends of Best Ball, it's on me. I did not do a good enough planning. I have a lot of fun guests upcoming, including hopefully Emo Cowboy next Friday, Jacob Sanderson the following Friday, fun guest in August. But TBD if it's going to be Rudy or Chad Candles, and the exact time, I'm going to figure it out. So bear with me, but there will be a Friends of Best Ball tomorrow. I just don't know the exact time. I'm going to try to figure that out in the next 8 hours. And there will be something. And there could probably be some good hangover jokes tomorrow too. I'm just guessing. Yeah. I'm just guessing, but seems no, like this has been a ton of fun. Look for that. Look for YouTube Member Show Sunday. Steve's rankings are updated for Substack subs. Megan did not finish hers, and I don't think she should finish hers right now, if you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean? Like, probably wouldn't be the quality. So the rankings will all be officially updated tomorrow. Steve will have a new article tomorrow. I'll have a new article Saturday. Lots of the good stuff coming on Substack. Again, show tomorrow and Fanspeak Member Show on Sunday. But we appreciate you. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. If you're serious about crushing best ball in 2026, the Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is built for you. Inside, you'll find breakdowns for all 32 NFL teams, including coaching notes, strengths, weaknesses, and key stats to help you understand every offense heading into draft season. We've also created player profiles for every draftable best ball player, featuring advanced metrics, MVP stats, production data, and exclusive Spike Week charts that highlight league-winning performances. Looking for rookie analysis? Steve, our rookie guru, breaks down this year's incoming rookie class so you know which rookies to prioritize. And whether you're playing season-long, eliminator, or superflex best ball formats, you'll get strategy articles designed specifically for each contest type. The goal is simple. Put all the information you need in one place so you can draft with confidence all season long. The 2026 Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is available exclusively for paid Fanspeak Degen subscribers. Check the links below to join today and unlock everything you need to attack best ball season with an edge over your competition. Fanspeak's Best Ball Guide. Draft smarter, win more, and we'll see you at the top of the leaderboards.